Suspense. In America's most discriminating homes and clubs, where dining and entertaining is the last word in luxury, the first word in wines is Cresta? Blanca. Cresta Blanca. Cresta Blanca. Yes, Cresta Blanca California wines bring gracious luxury to your table from the finest of the vines. When you pour superb Cresta Blanca Burgundy, Sauterne, or any Cresta Blanca table wine, you enjoy the wine offered in America's most discriminating homes. For the best, serve Cresta Blanca. Shenley's Cresta Blanca Wine Company, Livermore, California.
And now, Shenley brings you radio's outstanding theater of thrill, Suspense. Presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A. Roma Wines, for your everyday enjoyment.
And now, Roma Wines of Fresno, California, bring you Mr. Edmund O'Brien in the Argyle Album, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Shenley by William Spears.
Back when I got my first job on the Herald, Alan Pierce was its star reporter. A little later, he went to Washington and became top dog of all syndicated political columnists. Pierce could tell you what the president said when he didn't like his breakfast and who was getting paid off for what, by whom, and how much. He was a national big shot, so naturally his coming back to the hometown last January got local front page. Especially since the first thing happens, he checks into the Belden General Hospital from a heart attack he had on the train, right as it pulled into the station. Quite an entrance in time. Well, maybe you remember. Just when 22 million anxious readers were waiting for his promised expose of the contents of the Argyle Album, the thing he'd been building up in his columns for about 2 weeks before. Teapot Dome was going to be a church club misunderstanding compared to this. Naturally, all the boys hung around the anteroom of this hospital suite during visiting hours, but nobody from the press cracked the door to the sick room for the first 3 days. Then, on the fourth morning, Van Selden, the doctor, came smiling out into the anteroom.
Good morning, gentlemen. Gentlemen! Mr. Pierce would have willingly seen you all the first day. Of course, as his medical advisor, I couldn't permit anything of the sort. However, today I'll allow you to see him one at a time. I suggest that you gentlemen draw straws or something for turns. Oh, that is, except the man from the Herald. Mr. Pierce asked expressly to see him first.
Hey, the Herald man, that's me.
Is the Herald representative here?
Over here, Doctor.
Do you want to come in now?
Right with you, Doctor. Hey, Pinky, come here. Yeah, Harry. Listen, Dr. Van Selden, this is Mr. Melvin Pincus, the Herald's best and believe me, quietest photographer. Now, he's very good for patients.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Mitchell.
Okay, Doc. Okay. Stand by, Pinky.
Right. Nurse, let this gentleman in. I'll be on the fifth floor.
Very well.
Hello there.
How are you, sir?
You're Harry Mitchell, aren't you?
That's right, Mr. Pierce.
Come on now, make it Al.
All right, Al.
So you're young Mitchell.
Uh-huh.
How time flies. I spoke to the old man on the phone. I said, send your next Alan Pierce over, and he sent you. Do you consider that a compliment?
Compliment, brother. I'm going to hit him for a nice fat raise.
Well, Harry, have you got your questions all written down like a good reporter should?
Oh, no, I don't work that way, sir.
Neither do I. I suppose you want to know what the Argyle Album is?
Hey, you're not really going to tell me.
Look, crank me up a little bit, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Harry, it's got to a point where I think I ought to share it with somebody. Preferably somebody like myself who thinks like me. And I'm going to ask you not to use this unless I'm not in a position to.
Okay, it's a deal.
Well, you know what an album is. This one is quite a fancy-looking one. Tooled white leather bound, and a flaming crimson double-headed eagle crest etched on the cover. It's an impressive item. Maybe
you better take it easy, Mr. Pierce.
You were going to call me Al.
Okay, Al, but honest, maybe you better...
I'm all right. I'm a little dizzy.
Want the doctor?
No, just a drink. A drink of water, please.
He lay back on his pillow, breathing terribly. There was a thermos on the bedstand that turned out empty. I grabbed a glass and ran into the bathroom, filled it from the tap. I'll be right there, Al. Mr. Pierce. Al. Oh. I stood there for a while, feeling awfully bad, thinking awfully hard. Finally figured an idea.
Hey, Harry!
Pinky!
Here I am, General. Is he going to pose?
Yeah, he's going to pose. Come on in here.
What's going on?
Pinky. Huh? Pinky, look at him. He's dead.
Huh?
Passed out while we were talking. This is our beat. It's big. It's a scoop. I don't want those other tin horns out there cutting in.
What are you going to do?
I'm going out and phone. You stay here and don't let anybody in through that door.
You're not letting me alone with him.
An old hound like you kidding?
I don't like it.
I went out to the pay station in the hall and phoned in the story. Then I found Dr. Van Selben on the 5th floor and broke the news. Between the 5th and 7th floor, where Pierce's suite was, we picked up the chief surgeon, the superintendent, 4 nurses, and litter bearers and attendants. We went through the anteroom where the reporters were.
Hey, come on now.
The newspaper boys smelled something was up. Nobody'd left them in Pierce's room, but the official hospital gang and me barged in and headed straight for the bed where the corpse was. I got a funny feeling. Pinky wasn't in the room. Dr. Van Silben and the chief surgeon went over to the bed and pulled back the covers, and you could feel the shock go through the whole crowd. A long steel scalpel was sticking right up in the middle of Alan Pierce's chest. An hour later, Lieutenant Horslip Sampson, who was top man in homicide, strutted in and took over. He got the story from us and just sat there for a while thinking, very professional, exuding brilliance. Then His Majesty rose and spoke.
Dr. Van Selben?
Yes, sir.
In your opinion, did your patient die from a heart attack, as our reporter friend here claims, or from the knife wound?
I really can't tell you yet. Indications are that it might be either. You see, in either case, the heart was stopped.
Yeah. The heart usually stops in cases of death, doesn't it, Doc, huh? The only thing is, I took his pulse before I left the room. There was no pulse. That scalpel could just as well have been stuck in a loaf of bread for all the damage it would have...
Mitchell! Why'd you leave a dead man unreported? Why'd you leave the photographer here without telling the noise?
I was a reporter with a scoop. Who'd you expect me to leave here? Somebody from the Express?
Noise? Were you outside the door the whole time?
Yes, sir, with the reporters, and nobody came out except Mr. Mitchell. The photographer went in, but never came out.
Take a can in the bathroom, Haggerty.
Yes, sir. There's nobody here, Chief.
Margerson, those windows locked.
Yes.
Horslip, should bring out your Scotland Yard.
The toughest spot to be fresh. If I could only get an angle. Must be an angle.
He got up, sore, and started looking around himself. He walked over to the white bed screen in the corner. It's funny, it stood there all the time, such a natural piece of hospital equipment, you never noticed
Gotta
it.
get an angle.
But even now, before
Yeah,
he touched it,
some kind of an angle.
I knew what he'd find there.
Now, where am I
And
going
I
to
edged
get
for the
an
door.
angle?
He started to pull aside the screen, like somebody'd look hopelessly in any unlikely spot for a lost collar button. Then he let the screen fall over.
Holy
And there was Pinky. Pinky, all huddled up among his photographic equipment with a surgeon's scalpel sticking out of his
Hey,
neck.
you, Mitchell! Mitchell!
I yelled to the reporters in the anteroom that they could go in now. The crowd coming out after me met the crowd going in, and I was in the corridor while they argued it out. I was around the corner and in the elevator before the cops could get through. I walked right through the walled-off lobby and up to the 2nd floor, and nobody said a thing. Time was still with me. I knew Pierce's secretary was keeping suite 213 for him till he was supposed to get out of the hospital.
One moment. Yes.
May I come in?
Well,
I'm a friend of Mr. Pierce's, Mitchell of the Herald.
Oh, what is it, Mr. Mitchell? Something I can do?
Would you let me rifle your boss's desk, huh?
What?
Files, papers, and possessions. I'll put them back real neat. There's something I have to find.
Are you crazy?
I was afraid that'd be your answer.
What are you going to do?
I'm sorry.
Don't!
Really am. I really was. I didn't like to hit a woman, especially that cute. I searched the suite top and bottom, but if Pierce had ever had the Argyle album, he took no chances keeping it around. I found his personal address book, though, and figured it was no more use to him than it might be to me. Now I needed a place where I could sit down and think. Then I remembered I was carrying a key from my pal Joe Walsh's apartment while he was sunning himself in Florida. Yeah, at least nobody could figure my going there. At Walsh's place, I spent about 20 minutes with Pierce's address book. He had Washington phone numbers in it that hadn't been in public directories for the last 30 years. There was one in this town that had a red crayon circle around it. It was a query. Jorbrod. Jorbrod on Worcester Street. Not the kind of neighborhood Alan Pierce usually socialized in. I was just about deciding I'd go and see Jorbrod when somebody decided to pay me a visit. I checked through the keyhole. I didn't see much, but what there was to see was female. So I took my chances and opened the door. She stood there, about 5'7" of the most interesting stuff I ever remember seeing. Not young, mind you, not angelic, but gorgeous and smart-looking and sweet-voiced.
Hello there.
Who are you?
May I come in?
Sure, it's your risk. Who are you?
You may call me Marla, Mr. Mitchell. And I want the Argyle album.
Just like that?
No, not just like that. I could be nasty, you know. After all, the police want to.
Somehow, Marla, that doesn't worry me at all. I just don't think you make it a policy to have traffic with the police.
An astute youngster. I like you.
I like you, too, but I haven't time.
I'll give you $500 for it.
I don't even know what it is. What is the Argyle album?
10,000.
Without a breath, huh? There's some jump.
10,000.
I'm really sorry, Marla.
But I wanted to know. It's not for sale. Very well.
She moved so casually and directly to the door and opened it so quickly I hadn't even gotten out of my chair before her two boyfriends stepped in. The first one looked like a fat businessman, hair slightly gray, nice smile. The one who followed him had the square, low-cut, irresistible appearance of a medium-sized tank.
Mr. Winter, Mr. Holbury, Mr. Mitchell.
How do you do?
He's not terribly cooperative.
Oh, no?
He doesn't perform, not for love, nor for money. Very stubborn.
Well, she really didn't try love, Mr. Winter.
From what I know of Marla, that's hard to believe. Hey, Marla? So you're stubborn, Mr. Mitchell. A stubborn murderer.
I'll repeat my question. What is the Argyle album?
My, you are a gifted actor.
Never mind. Forget it, Mr. Winter.
Well, isn't $10,000 enough? That's the best we can offer and still make a profit.
Let's not waste time.
Oh, I am sorry, my boy. I'm very sorry. Very well, Gil.
Yeah. The big guy stepped toward me. I ducked and took the table between us. Gil twisted aside like it was matchwood. His left hand lashed out and had the lapels of my coat, and I was lifted until my shoe tips touched the floor, helpless as a baby. I started slapping my face, front hand and back. It kept up and up like a hot lick on the drums, and the agony was unbearable. He stopped. I waited. Like you wait between pauses of the dentist drill. Then I guess I tried to move because I saw the small eyes flicker and the huge fist come swinging at my face. I wanted to duck but couldn't. My hands were torn from in front of my face, and it came. Shocks of intolerable pain like searing flames, and then the flame flickered and went out.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Mr. Edmund O'Brien in the Argyle Album. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, selected from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines. Now that the vacation season is over, friends and neighbors are dropping in evenings to talk over summertime experiences. Make these pleasant reunions rich in cheerful companionship by serving delicious Roma California wines. Yes, guests are sure to feel right at home when you offer glasses of rich Roma sherry, Roma port, Roma muscatel, or Roma Tokay. These traditional Roma wines of welcome, long favorites with millions of Americans, add warmth to conversation, make every friendly occasion more enjoyable. There's a better tasting Roma wine for every occasion, for every taste. Keep an assortment on hand for everyday dining and gracious entertaining. Remember, always insist on Roma wine. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, America's favorite wines.
And now, Roma Wines brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Edmund O'Brien as reporter Harry Mitchell in the Argyle Album, a play well calculated to keep you in Suspense.
Oh, poor boy.
I was in the
That's
bedroom of the
fine.
apartment, and Marla was bathing my forehead with a damp handkerchief. I lay quiet until things cleared up a bit.
That's it. Rest a little. That's the boy.
Marla.
Where's the album, darling?
Hmm?
Where's the album?
I swear I don't know. I don't know.
You don't want me to call him again, do you, Harry?
No, please, no.
It's in the kitchen.
Huh?
I'm supposed to help you wake up and then call.
No, don't.
But if you haven't got it, do you know where it is?
I swear, Marla, I swear. I don't even know what it is. All I know is it's tooled white leather or something.
You don't? Well, all right, here's what I know. Winter found it originally. He was in occupied Europe then. He doesn't admit it, but I think he was the leader of a looting party after an American raid. It was a sheaf of documents recording the transfer of large sums of money by certain individuals, both German and American. Big men who wanted to make sure that they'd come out right no matter whose armies won. Winter knew that he'd found a fortune that day. Fortune in blackmail.
Well, what happened?
He kept it in a public locker in a bus station. Normally the safest place in the world. It was in a town down here in Virginia, Argyle. On a 1,000,000-to-1 twist, he lost it. A gang of young hoodlums blew open that section with a dynamite stick. And it's been missing ever since, until Alan Pierce started hinting about it in his column in the international scandal it involved. So when Pierce died, you see, Winter had a right to suspect that Pierce's murderer might have the album. Naturally, the big man wanted it, too. Lots of people want it badly. Including me.
You? What for?
Resale value.
I see. It's a decent motive.
I'm a decent person.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Come here.
Oh, you're nice. You're a nice boy.
You know, I can just press my thumbs here at your windpipe and you couldn't even yell.
I thought of that.
You're not kidding me.
That's the excuse I'll give to Winter. You choked me and I couldn't yell. You get on the fire escape and I'll give you plenty of time before I call.
I don't figure. What's in it for you?
We'll see each other again, won't we? You'll find it.
Huh?
Hurry.
Okay, honey. You asked for it.
Not too hard.
It was a funny experience choking a woman deliberately. I squeezed pretty hard, scuffing bruises at her throat to make it look good. I got so mixed up I didn't know what I was doing. I took her once and kissed her very hard. I rumpled her clothes a little and mussed her hair, and when she looked pretty battered, I kissed her again, and then I crawled out in the fire escape and down. I gave the cabbie the Worcester Street address from Pierce's book. It was a junkyard. Joe Brod's junkyard.
What do you want?
You Mr. Brod, Joe Brod?
That's my name. What do you want?
The Argyle Album.
What? How did you... I know you. You're that Mitchell guy the police want for the murder of Alan Pierce. If you move, I'll kill you.
Hey. Say, I got you figured, Brad. Huh? Yeah, you're the fence for all the juvenile crooks around here.
Oh, some junkyard.
Well, I'm on lots better terms with the cops than you are, Mitchell.
Yeah?
And I'm phoning them right now.
Sure. One of your kids brought you a nice white leather book with a two-headed eagle on it. Maybe you stretched and gave him 2 bits for it. Then you found out you had something too big for a little guy. You knew it was worth dough, but your stomach wasn't tough enough for big-time blackmail.
No.
Yeah, so you figured a way to be right. You still make dough. Sell it to Alan Pierce.
What of it? Selling's no crime.
Hey, I'm really guessing, but good, huh? You invested the price of a couple of photostats and a train ticket to Washington. You got to Pierce and sold him the photostats. And then you told him he'd have to come here for the rest, huh?
Nothing to keep me from killing you right now.
No, I guess there isn't.
Sure not. You're a fugitive, aren't you? Escape killer, you they wouldn't touch me.
Wait, don't!
Don't you even say thanks when your life is saved?
Thanks. And nice shot.
Don't mention it. You wonder how I knew you were here.
Yeah, you watched me take the cab from the window and got the number. I know that one now.
Oh, you're bright as well as nice. Maybe we can play this game together now that we have the album.
Huh? Have we?
Well, it can't be far. In the desk drawer, the filing...
I think we both saw Brod move at the same time. The gun at the edge of his fingers was somehow in his hands again. It wavered weakly between Marla and me. It was like watching a slow-motion movie. Marla didn't waste time. I saw the Swede's little body jump at the impact, but his gun kept waving, and it went off. Marla sighed and fell down at my feet. She smiled at me once, that's all. I walked through 3 cops in the hall of the police station, getting no more reaction than a nod of greeting, and into Horslip Sampson's office.
Thanks for the phone call, Mitchell. But you gave us a bum steer. What's your angle?
Bum steer. I saw the shooting.
We found a woman. Very dead indeed. But there was no man.
Joe Bra? He didn't look alive when I saw him last.
Well, he wasn't there.
I'm only telling you.
And what do you expect us to do with you?
Well, book me on suspicion of murder.
The murder of who, may I ask?
Alan Pierce, naturally.
You, want to confess?
It's not bargain day today, Lieutenant.
Oh, it was just an angle.
Look, did the autopsy on Pierce come through?
I was wondering why you gave yourself up. Yeah, he died of heart failure, like you claimed. But only because he was so loaded with dope, even a normal heart would give out.
Dope? You mean poison?
Well, same thing, too much medicine. And Dr. Van Selbin, the one who dosed him, has disappeared. Took a powder. You're not even runner-up for suspect now, Mitchell.
Heart failure. Heart failure. But then why the scalpel? Why?
Whoever stuck that scalpel into Pierce wanted to create suspicious circumstances around the death, so they'd be sure there'd be an autopsy.
Hey, that's an angle.
Yeah. Yeah, but how about Pinky? And how did the murderer get in and out of the room? How?
Look, Mitchell, you want to be held?
No.
Then stop asking questions I can't answer. Go on, beat it.
I still wanted to break it. I found myself nursing a deep belief that there must be equal justice for the murders of a man I loved, another I respected, and a woman I admired. Well, there was only one place I could figure out where to start. I picked my way through Joe Brad's junkyard. Shapes of skeleton cars stood out dark in the moonlight. At the far end of the yard was a lighted shack. I went up to it, almost to the door. Somebody pushed me from behind. My own body knocked the door open. Brad was propped into a chair, facing me, his eyes wide. Winter stood beside him, and Gil walked up from behind me alongside.
Oh. Come in, Mitchell.
Thanks.
Well, Mr. Mitchell, this is a proper ending. Another demonstration of the ascendancy of will.
Is he alive?
Who? O'Brod here? No, not now. He was very weak and had no resistance, but we learned what we needed. He had the album quite cleverly hidden. But we have it now. Oh, yeah. You want to see it?
Thanks. Say, who hired Dr. Van Selbin to kill Pierce?
A very powerful and very wealthy individual. Most concerned with retrieving the album, Mr. Mitchell.
But you didn't want it to be heart failure. You wanted to force an autopsy. That's why you stuck the scalpel into the corpse.
That's rather clever of you, Mr. Mitchell.
And in the hospital, you were dressed as an attendant, right? Huh? You got behind that bed screen sometime earlier in the day, probably early in the morning, before Pierce woke up, right? You were willing to wait a long time for what you wanted.
It was very tough.
You hoped to find out from Pierce where he had hidden the album. You found out instead that Pierce didn't have it. But you knew that Pierce was going to die anyhow from the overdose. Oh, you decided to frame the doctor with the scalpel, forcing the autopsy. You know, there's only one conceivable reason for you to have taken all those chances.
And what, may I ask, can that conceivable reason be?
That you are the powerful and wealthy individual who got Dr. Van Selbin to do Pierce's murder.
Really?
That you are no more Mr. Winter than I am. Wow. Yeah, the original Mr. Winter who smuggled the album out of Europe. You eliminated when he first tried to blackmail you and your fellow thieves.
Thieves, really?
By that line of reasoning, I was able to do a little research in the files of my reporter's memory. And in spite of the fact that you have no mustache and there are several other slightly physical changes that could be easily adjusted, you have an amazing resemblance to the very powerful, very wealthy Mr. Gerald K. Avery.
Theory, merely theory. But isn't this indulgence in violence a strange occupation for a man like Gerald Avery?
Not at all, Mr. Avery. Man doesn't become an international power by going to Sunday school every week. You decided nobody could do your dirty work better than yourself. I suppose you felt you needed help, so you got a professional adventuress like Marla to work with you on the grounds that you yourself were an adventurer, a blackmailer. The same goes for Gil here.
Yeah, your time's run over, Mitchell.
And Pinky, yeah. Pinky. Of course, it doesn't bother you that you killed a nice guy with a nice family. To you, he was only in the way. You stuck the scalpel into Pierce's corpse to save yourself some more trouble. The trouble of paying off Dr. Van Selbin. He'll probably show up floating. You dragged Pinky behind the screen, and you got behind with him and hid. Then when all the doctors and attendants broke into the room and rushed around Pierce's bed, you stepped out casually from behind the screen and mingled with the crowd. You were dressed for the part.
As a reporter, Mr. Mitchell, would you describe that exploit as daring or brilliant?
No, Mr. Avery. I'd use the words selfish, traitorous, foul.
Oh, your morality sickens me.
There's
now,
one
Mitchell...
more thing you didn't count on. Gil here.
Gil has nothing to do with it.
Oh, yes, he has.
You keep your mouth shut.
I'll do nothing of the sort.
Let him talk. Gil! Let go of my arm.
Let him talk.
Thanks, Gil. And just keep hold of that arm.
Talk.
Okay. As I was saying, Mr. Avery, you forgot that Marla and Gil have been playing along with you because they figured you were their kind. There is a certain honor among little crooks, but not among you big timers, Mr. Avery. Now, you have the album that couldn't hurt anybody but yourself. Who's the blackmail? Where's the payoff? Gil's wondering what's going to protect his interests. He knows now what happened to Dr. Van Selben. He knows. You see, he figured you for an honest crook, not a big timer.
Gil, you're not listening to him. He's only playing for time. He's only trying to save his own miserable skin. I'll pay you off, Gil. I'll pay you more than you've ever dreamed.
You really are, Geraldine.
Don't be an idiot, Gil, now. You cooperate with me and Gil!
That was a bad mistake of Mr. Gerald K. Avery. You see, he figured his gun was bigger than Gil. He moved fast, but not quite fast enough. The lead hit Gil in the shoulder, but that didn't even faze him. I understand he broke Avery's arm. That's when Avery screamed. The next blow broke Avery's neck. Well, there was an awful lot of excitement because Horslip's shadows caught up with the proceedings just about this time, and the details aren't too clear. All I know is... that it had been a big day. I was awfully tired. I went home, climbed in bed, and slept a long, long time. With my head on a nice pillow made of tooled white leather.
Suspense.
Presented by Roma. That's Roma. Better tasting Roma wines, America's largest selling wines. Whichever Roma California wine you choose, whether it's nut-like Roma sherry, fruity Roma port, or any Roma wine, you can be sure of better tasting wine every time. That's because Roma selects and presses the choicest California grapes. Then, Roma master vintners with ancient skills and America's largest wine-making resources unhurriedly guide this luscious grape goodness to tempting perfection. Then, this wine treasure of better taste is placed with mellow Roma wines of years before to await later selection from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines for your pleasure. So, for everyday enjoyment or friendly hospitality, serve delicious Roma wine. You'll find all Roma wines delightful, inexpensive, and always better tasting. That's why more Americans enjoy Roma wines, that's Roma, Roma wines, than any other wines in the world.
Edmund O'Brien appeared through the courtesy of Universal International Pictures, now releasing Something in the Wind starring Deanna Durbin. Tonight's suspense play was by Cyril Enfield. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear Michael O'Shea as star of Suspense. Produced and directed by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Suspense. Tonight's Suspense brings you an all-star cast of Hollywood's finest radio players in the premiere of a remarkable story by Ray Bradbury called Riabouchinska.
But first, we'd like to remind you that in hotels, restaurants, and homes of distinction, wherever hospitality is a gracious art, the knowing host serves Cresta, Blanca, Cresta Blanca. Cresta Blanca. Yes, the famous name of Cresta Blanca is a symbol of good taste and good living wherever discriminating people gather. And when you serve proud Cresta Blanca California wines, you pay guests the highest compliment a host can offer. So, distinguish your table by pouring Cresta Blanca Burgundy or Cresta Blanca Sauterne. Yours to enjoy for gracious dining. Shenley's Cresta Blanca Wine Company, Livermore, California.
And now, Shenley brings you radio's outstanding theater of thrills,
Suspense.
presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A. Roma Wines of Fresno, California, for your everyday enjoyment. Tonight, starring Joseph Kearns, Lorene Tuttle, Wally Mayer, and Armina Faye in Riabouchinska, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Shenley by William Spear.
Mr. Ockham had a look about him in death as he had had in life. A general appearance which might prompt one to say, there's a man who will one day be stabbed, or shot, or booted in the head. And although Mr. Ockham had not met his end in any of the aforementioned ways, he had been strangled. And he was dead. Dead on the floor of a theater cellar. Yes, Mr. Ockham was deceased, and nobody seemed to care. Nobody but Detective Lieutenant Krovich, who'd been sent down to have a look around. On a table he saw a small, polished bronze box with certain words on the lid which read, Riabouchinska, property of John Fabian, world's greatest ventriloquist. Krovich looked from the box to the three figures standing stiffly before him. They were John Fabian, ventriloquist, Alice, his wife, and Bernard Douglas, Fabian's press agent. As Krovich lit his cigar, it happened.
Please let me out. Oh, please let me out.
The four people looked with startled eyes at the box on the table. Then Fabian, the ventriloquist, stepped forward and spoke earnestly.
No, Ria. This is serious business, darling. You stay where you are.
Please don't laugh. You should be kind to me now after what's happened.
If you don't mind, Fabian, we'll have the dummy act at another time. Now, let's get this matter clear. Each of you testify that you don't know who this dead Mr. Ockham is, yet he told the stage manager tonight that he knew Mr. Fabian and wanted to see him about something important. Oh, stop it, Fabian.
Pay no attention to her, Lieutenant.
Her? You mean you? What is this? Get together, you two.
We'll never be together again. Never again after tonight.
Give me the key to the box, Fabian.
Thank you.
Krovich stood motionless, just looking down, seeing Riabouchinska lying in her box and not believing what he saw. He thought, there were nights in life when you dreamed, and this is what you dreamed. There were women you saw in life, far down the street, walking, fragile, far away, unattainable, and this tiny figure was one of them. There were voices that you heard singing high in a dark church loft, voices that made the candle flames shudder and dance to every cadence. And this was one of those voices. On a summer afternoon, you watched a spider gracefully spinning its cloudy web. And now, that web was Riabouchinska's evening dress, here and now. You had heard of honesty and intelligence and frankness and unafraidness all your life. And now, it looked straight up at you, fearlessly, shiningly, from a puppet's eye. She was so beautiful your throat closed and you were sad, because you knew that she was only a puppet. John Fabian tenderly picked up Riabouchinska.
Oh, isn't she beautiful? She's carved from the finest wood, Riabouchinska is. She's appeared in London, Paris, Rome, New York. Everyone in the world knows her and loves her. Many people question Riabouchinska's authenticity. They think she's really alive, that she's a midget. People just cannot believe she's constructed of wood.
John Fabian's wife, Alice, stood glaring at her husband with a look of pure hatred. But he was aware of no one but the lifelike figure he held in his arms. And speaking to him, it said,
Please don't go on about me, John. Alice doesn't like it.
Alice has never liked anything about you, Ria.
Not here and not now, John. Tell me, Lieutenant, how did it all happen? I mean, about poor Mr. Ockham.
What is this? You'd best return to your box, Riabouchinska.
But I don't want to. I have as much right to listen and talk. I'm as much a part of this murder as Alice. Or Mr. Douglas.
Don't drag me into this, you little witch.
And the manner in which he replied made it obvious that Riabouchinska was more than an illusion to him, for he reacted to her as to a real person.
It's just that I want the truth to be told. And if I'm locked in my bronze casket, there will be no truth. For John Fabian is a consummate liar, and I must watch him. That's right, isn't it, John?
Yes, I imagine it is.
John loves me best of all the women in the world. And I love him. And try to understand his wrong way of thinking.
We're wasting time. If you think you'll interfere with my investigation, Fabian...
Lieutenant, I am helpless.
But she's in your throat.
No. She is in my heart, which is much deeper. Sometimes I'm powerless. Sometimes she is only herself. Nothing of me at all. Sometimes she tells me what to do, and I must do it. She watches over me, reprimands me, is honest where I am dishonest, ethical where I am wicked as old sin. She lives her life, I live mine. She's raised a wall in my head between herself and me, and she lives there, ignoring me if I try to make her say improper things, but cooperating if I suggest the correct words and pantomime. So, if you intend going on, I'm afraid Ria must be present. Oh, locking her up will do no good.
Lieutenant Krovich sat quietly for a few moments. Then he seemed to make a decision.
All right. Let us stay. Maybe before the night's over, I'll be tired enough to ask even a ventriloquist dummy questions.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Riabouchinska. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A. Roma Wines, selected from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines. Some hosts have a way of making you feel completely welcome whenever you drop in for a visit. Theirs is the kind of hospitality that says, come in and make yourself at home. Well, such is the hospitality of millions of Americans who always keep Roma California wines on hand. For Roma wines lend sparkle and companionship to any occasion. And there's a Roma wine to please every taste. For friendly entertaining, serve nut-like golden amber Roma sherry, rich red Roma port, or mellow flame-bright Roma muscatel. You'll find that these better tasting Roma wines add warmth and charm to any get-together, brighten those restful stay-at-home evenings with your family. Tomorrow, solve your problem of what to serve when friends drop in with Roma wines. That's R-O-M-A. Roma Wines, America's largest selling wines.
And now Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Ermina Feige as narrator, Joseph Kearns as Fabian the ventriloquist, and Wally Mayer as Detective Krovich in Riabouchinska, a play well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Once more, Mr. Douglas, do you recognize the dead man?
No. He looks somewhat familiar. An actor type, I believe.
One of you three is lying. From the condition of Occam's shoes, his worn clothing, he needed money. Are you in love with Mrs. Fabian?
Why,
Really, Lieutenant?
I've been watching you. Your actions.
My actions?
Yes. The way you look at Riabouchinska's box. The way you hold your breath when she appears. The way you knot your fingers when she talks. The way you stare at her.
If you think for one moment that I'm jealous of a little piece of wood...
Aren't you?
No, I'm not jealous of her.
You needn't tell him, Alice.
Let her.
They all stared at the figurine. Even Fabian, the ventriloquist. As if her cry had come from an alien throat.
Alice, tell them.
I married John 7 years ago. He said he loved me. I loved him and I loved Riabouchinska too. At first, anyway. But then I began to see that he really paid more attention to her than he did to me. I began to feel hatred. Not for Riabouchinska because it wasn't her fault. But I felt a terrible hatred for John. Because I knew it was all his fault. His cleverness, his sadistic temperament. Each jealousy on my part was a tribute to the perfection of his art. She came out of him like a woman out of a dark god. But I don't hate Rhea. She's lovely, sweet and honest. Everything that John isn't.
Tell about Mr. Douglas.
When I got no understanding, no love from John, I turned to Mr. Douglas.
Aha. The dead man was a blackmailer. He came to the theater tonight to see her husband about you. You killed him to prevent that interview.
I didn't kill him.
Douglas might have and not told you.
Why kill a man? John knew all about it.
I did indeed.
The next day, Lieutenant Krovich was back.
Yes, come in. Ah, Fabian, I have something here which might interest you.
With a tight grin on his face, Lieutenant Krovich held out the photograph of a woman. Fabian stared at the shiny picture before him, and then he fell back in his chair. He shut his eyes as if with a great ache in his head. Krovich turned the picture over carefully and began to read from the typewritten data on the back.
Name, Ilya Ryamansk. Weight 100 pounds, blue eyes, black hair, oval face. Born 1914, New York City. Disappeared 1934. Believed a victim of amnesia, of Russian Slav parentage.
Oh, no.
You know, Fabian, it was pretty silly to go through the files for a picture of a ventriloquist dummy. They all laughed at headquarters. And yet, here she is, Riabouchinska. Not papier-mâché, not wood, not a puppet. But a woman who once lived and moved about and disappeared. Take it from there, Fabian.
Well, Lieutenant, there's nothing to it. I saw her picture long ago. Liked her looks and copied my puppet after her.
Nothing to it, huh? Listen, Fabian, this morning I went through a stack of Billboard magazines that high. In the year 1934, I found an interesting article concerning an act playing the smaller circuits, known as Fabian and Sweet William. Sweet William was a little male dummy. As usual in such acts, there was a girl assistant, Ilya Ryamansk. Look at that picture. The resemblance between the real woman on one hand and Riabouchinska, the puppet, on the other, is startling.
She was my assistant, but that was all. I simply used her as a model.
It all starts and ends with Riabouchinska. Why should you love a puppet so intensely? Because you love the original woman intensely.
All right. In 1934, I was billed as Fabian and Sweet William. Sweet William was a small, bulb-nosed little boy dummy I carved years ago. I was playing Los Angeles when this girl, Ilya Ryamansk, appeared at the stage door one night. She wanted a job. I remember. It was autumn.
John Fabian remembered Ilya Ryamansk in the half light of the stage alley. He remembered how startled he was at her fresh beauty, her eagerness, the way the rain, when it came down through the narrow alley, caught in her dark hair and touched her feverish cheeks. She became his assistant, worked in the act, and in 4 short months, he who had always denied and scoffed at love became hopelessly lost with this woman. Then there were arguments, and things much more than arguments. Things done and said that were violent and unfair. He wanted her to marry him. She never quite accepted. He went into hysterical rages at her. Once he destroyed her wardrobe. That much she had taken. But it was somewhat different on that last night when he had shouted at her, taken hold of her, and slapped her brutally 3 times across the face.
And Ilya Riabouchinska vanished that night. Vanished. The police questioned me. There was talk of murder, but she was gone with no trace. A record of her was sent to all the larger cities. That was the end of it for the police. But not for me. The knowledge of her going was too much. She might be dead or just run away, but wherever she was, I knew I needed her. One night I returned home more depressed than usual. I collapsed on a chair. And before I knew it, I found myself speaking to Sweet William in the totally dark room. William. Oh, this is all over and done. I can't go on.
Coward, you can get her back if you want.
No, I can't. No, I can never get her back.
Yes, you can. Think of a way to get her back. Think of a way. Come on, you can do it. Put me away. Start all over.
Start all over?
Yes. Begin carving. Exactly. And slowly and lovingly. Carving. Make the little arching nostrils just so. And cut her black, thin eyebrows round and high. And make her cheeks in small duplicate hollows. And...
No, it's monstrous. I can never do it.
Yes, you could. Yes, you could.
And the voice faded away like a water ripple in a dark cave. Blackness rushed over Fabian. His head fell forward. He whimpered. And Sweet William sighed. And then they both lay silent and solemnly unconscious. The next morning, John Fabian purchased the best grained piece of wood he could buy. But when he reached home, despair seized him. How could he fashion his warm Ilya from this cold wood? How could he shape this dumb block of dead substance into anything faintly approximating her glowing light?
Go on.
It was Sweet William who egged him on.
You can do it.
And for 20 weeks he worked. He carved her hands into things as natural and beautiful as shells lying in the sun. And Sweet William lay dust-cloaked in his box, from time to time feebly croaking some sarcasm, some criticism, some hint, some help. But he was dying, soon to be untouched, inanimate wood. As weeks passed and Fabian molded and scraped and polished the new wood, Sweet William lay longer and longer in stricken silence. And one day, as Fabian held the puppet in his hand, Sweet William seemed to look at him a moment with puzzled eyes. And then there was a death rattle in his throat. And Sweet William was gone. And now, as Fabian carved, a fluttering, an attempting of speech in his throat began echoing, re-echoing the sounds of Ilya Riabouchinska. At the year's ending, he was thinned and without money. But by then he had searched his stream of consciousness, experimented and given the doll all the gracious mannerisms and shy gestures of the real woman. And then, at last, he held Ilya Riabouchinska in his arms again. They were together. He could talk to her and she could reply. And the first thing he made the little creature say was,
I love you, John Fabian.
Oh, Ria.
I see. And your wife?
Alice? She was another of my assistants. She did her work well. She loved me. I don't know why I married her.
I see. What about the dead man, Arkham?
I'd never seen him before until you showed me his body in the cellar.
That's not true. Don't lie, John Fabian.
Fabian's cheeks drained white and the bones jutted out tensely. The puppet spoke, looking straight at Krovich.
John received the first blackmail letter a month ago. It said simply, Riabouchinska, born 1914, died 1934. Born again in 1930...
Fabian seemed paralyzed, unable to answer. He had a trapped, helpless, insane expression. His lips trembled. He searched the room as if seeking some way out where a frustration and a truth did not wait to bar his way.
Occam threatened to expose me to the world.
Go on.
I wanted my love for Ilya kept to myself. What sort of a love would it be in the future if people really guessed the significance of my carving this figurine that talked and moved? People would laugh or be disgusted. Perverted, criminal mind, they'd shout. Ugly, horrible, revolting. And how could I play my love scenes with Ria anymore when they knew? Not when with every word I uttered, someone in the audience would nudge someone else and whisper, "She lived once, you know, but disappeared. They say he killed her. They say he loved her."
How much did Arkham want?
$1,000 to start with, and more later.
And so you killed him?
No, I didn't kill Arkham, Lieutenant. I paid him $1,000.
We found no money on him.
Nevertheless, I paid him. Alice and Douglas must have heard our conversation. They've wanted to be rid of me for years now. I'm not blind. Alice saw a way of ridding herself of me and getting some money, too. Why, she's nothing but a...
Just a moment. There's something I wish to say. And yet I can't say it.
Krovich turned. He saw John Fabian's eyes widen in his head, as if a terrible conflict were raging, fighting within. His throat convulsed again and again, and lines cut deep in his cheeks, and the hollows of his face sank in.
I was in the room when Mr. Arkham came.
No, Ria.
I lay in my box, and I listened, and I heard, and I know.
No.
Mr. Arkham threatened to destroy me, tear me up, burn me into ashes, if John didn't pay him $1,000.
Liz. And then suddenly...
There came a falling sound. Mr. Ockham's head must have struck the floor. I heard Mr. Fabian cry out, swearing and sobbing all in one. I heard a hissing, gasping, choking, horrible sound.
You heard nothing. You're deaf and dumb and blind and lifeless. You heard nothing. Your ears are calm.
But they hear. And then the hissing, choking sound stopped. I heard John drag Mr. Occam to the door, open it, and take Mr. Occam down the stairs, under the theater, toward the old dressing room that hadn't been used in years. Down they took the body.
It was a scene so incongruous, so impossible, so completely beyond the veil of sanity and reason that Krovich recoiled even as he watched. If ever in the time of the world the forces that manipulate men struggled one side against the other, this was the time. The shocked, pallid face of John Fabian wrenching, the horrible protrusion of the eyes, the clenching of the teeth as a censor, then relaxing again, the subtle move of the throat, and the high, sad, and accusative voice of Riabouchinska leaping from her tiny, shining lips. Fabian must have known what was happening, and yet he did not know.
I'm not made to live this way. There's nothing for us now, anyway, because the world will know of us. Even when you killed him and I lay in my bronze box last night, I realized, we both realized that these were our last hours. Because while I've accepted your weaknesses and lies I can't exist in murder. It couldn't have gone on. No one can live side by side with such knowledge.
Fabian took her in his arms and held her high into the warm sunlight. She looked down at him with her clear, honest way of seeing him. There were angry, helpless tears in his eyes. His hands shook, and in shaking made her tremble too. Her mouth closed and opened, silent, gaping and shutting again and again with no words. Fabian began to sob. He closed his fingers unbelievingly around his own throat. His eyes numbed. He looked like a man trying to remember something beautiful. Her voice, how it sounded, how to make it sound again. How to make her take back all she had said that was the truth.
Oh, she's gone. She's gone. And I can't find her. I try, but I can't find her. She's run off behind the dark wall. And so deep down and far away in the night, I'll never be able to find her again. Yes, she's gone.
Riabouchinska slipped bonelessly from his limp hand, folded over and glided noiselessly down to lie upon the cold, dirty floor, her eyes closed, her mouth gently sealed. Fabian didn't even look at her as Krovich led him away.
Suspense! And so closes Riabouchinska, starring Armana Faye as narrator, Joseph Kearns as Fabian, Wally Mayer as Krovich, and Lorene Tuttle as Rhea. Tonight's study in suspense, presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A. Roma Wines, America's largest selling wines. Yes, more Americans do enjoy Roma wines than any other wines. And this is Truman Bradley to tell you why. It's because Roma wines taste better. You see, Roma selects and presses only the choicest California grapes. Then, with ancient skills and unmatched wine-making resources, Roma master vintners guide this luscious grape treasure unhurriedly to tempting perfection. These finer Roma wines are placed with other mellow Roma wines to await later selection for your enjoyment from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines. This weekend, give your family and friends a surprise. Serve delicious Roma California Sherry. Roma Sherry is a glorious gold and amber wine, soft and mellow on the tongue, with a delightful nut-like taste that's a perfect invitation to dining pleasure. And remember to insist on Roma. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Sherry, because more Americans enjoy Roma wines than any other wines.
Tonight's suspense radio play was by Mel Donnelly from a short story by Ray Bradbury. Be sure to listen next Thursday, same time, to Suspense. Produced and directed by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
KNX Columbia Square, Los Angeles.
This is Robert Montgomery, inviting you to join us for Love's Lovely Counterfeit. Tonight's study in Suspense.
An hour of suspense. A full 60 minutes at this time. And with the distinguished actor-director, Mr. Robert Montgomery, as your host. Tonight, our star, in one of his rare radio appearances, Mr. James Cagney. Our author guest, Mr. James M. Cain. Our story, Mr. Cain's Love's Lovely Counterfeit, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed by William Spear. Mr. Montgomery.
Funny thing about a gun. Nobody likes to have a gun pointed at him, and yet it gives you sort of a phony sense of power to hold one in your hand, to do the pointing. The gun itself is cold steel. Its message is written in hot lead, and the death it brings is cold again. I still don't know anyone who thinks a gun going off makes a pleasant sound. I suppose a lot depends on knowing why the guy who points it wants to fire it, and what kind of a gun it is. Guns have personalities. A fat blue revolver is a lot different character from the first slim rifle you get when you're a kid. You take a rifle like that, they look clean. They are clean. But did you ever take a good look at an automatic? A .45? Nothing healthy looking about those babies. Something very final about an automatic. They're for the tough boys. Probably you haven't known any tough boys personally, but you've read about them and heard about them. And high-caliber actors like James Cagney have made them live for you on the screen. You want to know how it is to meet a tough boy? We've got one for you. Name's Ben Grace. And Jim Cagney's portrayal of him tonight reflects an important ingredient of suspense. Because of the character as James M. Cain drew it, and because of the masterful interpretation you are about to hear. A respected actor, and my friend, James Cagney, as Ben Grace in Love's Lovely Counterfeit.
I'm writing this lying in a nice, clean bed with the sunlight coming in the window and nothing to do but look out at the people walking along the streets and the kids playing in the park. And any little thing I want, all I have to do is ask for it. To a lot of poor guys nowadays, that probably sounds like the softest spot in the world. But with me, there are a couple of slight disadvantages. I think you'll see what I mean. How I got here, that begins when I went to work driving for Saul Casper. You haven't been in Lake City. Chances are you've never even heard of Saul Casper. But Saul is the kind of a boy who would have got plenty of headlines if he'd operated in a big city. He had the bookies, dope, gambling, everything. And he owned the best commercial hotel in town as a front. The only trouble with Saul was he was mean. And he was greedy. But I never had any real kick coming until that Friday morning last June that I'm going to tell you about. I'd gotten a call, and I went up to Saul's private office in the hotel. I knocked on the door, and in a minute the slot opened up, and it was Lefty Gauss, looking out through the slot to give me the once-over.
Oh, it's you, huh? Come on in.
Saul here yet?
No, not yet. He ought to be pretty soon, though.
What's he got on his mind?
I wouldn't know, Ben.
This is supposed to be my day off.
Well, I hope you didn't make any heavy dates.
Oh. So you don't know a thing about it, huh?
Not enough to tell you, Ben.
Okay. Hey.
Huh?
What's that?
Huh? Oh, that must be those poor suckers the Citizens League have on the political parade. Yeah. Yeah, there they are. You can see them through the window just coming into Main Street.
Say, that must be Johnson, huh? The guy there running for mayor.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
In the back seat of the big open Packard.
Oh, who's the doll riding with him?
What's the matter, Ben? Don't you read the papers?
Sure. I read Little Abner. Who's that, Daisy May?
Her name is June Lyons. She's his new secretary or something. But everybody says she's the brains of his campaign.
Yeah? I could use a little brains like that myself.
No, not that kind you couldn't. Not that missionary kind.
What about this Jansen?
Not a chance.
Putting out a lot of publicity. He must have some dough behind him.
You can't elect a reform ticket in a town like this. The machine's too strong, Ben. Not unless you got some dirt. Some real dirty dirt that stinks so bad people just can't ignore it. Then the machine boys can't put the pressure on. But otherwise...
Everybody knows Saul is backing Maddox. He even brags about it in the paper.
Yeah, sure. And who's going to get anything on Saul with half the police force on his payroll?
Saul isn't even worried, huh?
Why should he be? Saul puts up the dough, Maddox wins again, and Saul keeps on running the town. Yeah. Well, that must be Saul now.
Hey, Lefty. Hi, Benny. How's muscle bound? How are those big, broad shoulders, eh?
I have 'em built right into my suit. You ought to try that, Saul. Might make you look like a man.
What's that crack supposed to mean?
What's the matter, fellas? Can't you take a joke?
Sure, I can take a joke.
So can I. What you got on this afternoon, Benny?
I guess you forgot this is my day off.
I said what you got on this afternoon.
Nothing that I can remember now. Why?
Little job?
What kind of a job?
I got a tip some friends of mine may be in a little trouble. Something about a bank.
Why don't you stick to the bookies and the gambling, Sal? You'd be safer.
Listen, Benny, any time you think you're big enough to run this business, just let me know. I'll be glad to work something out for you.
What's the job?
These kids are gonna crack the castle on First National just after closing time. It's loaded on Fridays. It ought to be a big haul. Yeah, they got a room here in this hotel, room 480. They'll be back here about 3:30. You see, I own this hotel, and I want you to go up and collect the room rent. I'm giving them pretty good protection, so I figure it'll come to about 20 grand.
Yeah? Well, figure on getting somebody else to collect it.
What?
I said get somebody else. I don't like guns, and I don't like gonzels, and you know it.
Listen, you punk. You think you're a big guy, don't you? A big guy with muscles. And I'm just a little guy. That's what you think, isn't it? Isn't it? But if you try to cross me, I'll have you crawling me on your hands and knees. When I get through with you, you'll beg me to use a gun on you. Because you're yellow. Aren't you? Aren't you?
What's the room number?
480.
Come on, Lefty.
Okay. That was lousy.
Skip it.
You're gonna do it, though, aren't you?
Sure. I'll see you up there, 3:15. By the way, what did you say that dame's name was?
What dame?
That dame with Jansen, that brains of the opposition.
You mean June Lyons?
Yeah, that's it.
Now, wait a minute, Ben, wait a minute. You know that's poison. Why, if Saul even thought you had...
You know, Lefty, Miss Lyons interests me in more ways than one. An election for mayor in a place like Lake City can be a pretty tight little situation, particularly if the town has been run for years by a mobster like Saul Casper. And I knew that with me working for Saul, playing around with the opposition wasn't exactly the healthiest pastime in the world. But when I saw that June Lyons doll that was running their campaign, there was something about her that gave me an idea. That's why I phoned her. And she said, okay. I met her at an intersection a little ways out from the main part of town. She described the car and given me the license number. She drove up as though she had stopped for the light, just like I had told her. I got in, and the light changed. She drove on. For a minute, we just sat there. Nobody said anything. Then...
The least I expected was a blue chin and a broken nose.
You disappointed?
A little. What's this hot tip you told me about over the phone? I don't have much time.
What's the matter? You worried?
Not particularly.
You don't have to be. I'm not interested in you.
Where are we going?
Just keep driving around, but keep out of the main part of town.
Is it as melodramatic as all that?
Could be for me.
Why do you want to see Jansen elected?
I don't.
Oh? Well, then why did...
Suppose you let me ask the question, huh?
All right.
I'll ask you the same one. Why are you working for Jansen?
Oh, I'm just one of those crazy idealists, I guess.
Just a missionary, huh?
Well, Jansen may not be the best man in the world, but at least he isn't hooked up with a racketeer like Saul Casper. The way Maddox is.
June.
Oh, it's June now, is it? What's your name?
Maybe I'll tell you that later, and maybe I won't. Listen, June. If you were one of those earnest kids who stand around on street corners handing out leaflets, I might believe you wanted to reform the world. But you're not. I know that you know that electing Jansen isn't going to reform the world or even reform Lake City. It just doesn't make that much a difference.
Oh, well, it does to me.
Let me out of the next corner, will you?
Why?
Because if you're like that, I don't know how to deal with you. And if you're lying, I don't trust you.
But I'm not lying.
I'll get out here.
Wait a minute.
What?
Listen, it's partly that, but there is something else, too.
Like what?
If Jansen wins, of course I'll get a city job out of it, a good one.
That's more like it.
Yeah, but I want to explain why I want it.
You don't have to explain anything.
But I want to. I'm a lawyer. At least I've got a degree from law school, and I want to be a good lawyer. If you start out on your own, it can take years, but with the right job at City Hall, you can build up a practice in no time. The other's partly true, but this is...
This is about 90% of it. Okay, as long as it's the dough you're thinking about, we can do business.
It isn't just money.
Yeah, I know. Now listen. If I give some dirt on Saul Casper, that will send him up for 10 years or so, Jansen wins. Right?
Well, if you can prove it.
You're going to prove it. 3 punks from Chicago are sticking up the Castleton First National Bank at about 3 this afternoon. Saul Casper is hiding them out at his hotel, room 480. If there's any shooting at the bank and anybody gets killed, it'll be that much better. You will have him for accessory to murder. Have your people there at 4 o'clock. I'll take care of the rest.
You must have been to college, too.
What?
To think up one like that. In the first place, who's going to arrest Saul Casper in Lake City? The second place, if we come out with this and it can't be proved, it's criminal libel. And that's all Jansen needs to really lose.
So, what do you think?
I think you're working for Maddox and Casper.
That could be. But at least, I know my law.
What law?
The Castleton Bank is insured by the government. That makes the stick-up a federal rap. If you want the number of the FBI, I'll give it to you.
Oh?
As for the second place, have you ever heard of a guy named Ben Grace?
Ben Grace? He's one of Saul Casper's gang, isn't he?
That's right. Here's my driver's license with a picture on it.
Yeah.
Not a very good one, but there is a resemblance. The name is Bennett J. Grace.
Oh.
You can turn left here.
All right.
Does that make any difference?
What?
That I work for Saul Casper?
No, it doesn't.
Well, it should. Because A, I've put myself on the spot giving you this, but plenty. And B, I'm not a guy who's in a very good position to go around giving phony tips to the FBI. You can pull up right here.
Where is this?
This is where I live.
Oh.
Anything else?
Yes. Just why are you doing this?
Because I just decided that Solly Casper's an old meanie, and I don't like him. Is that enough?
If you say so. Room 480 at 4 o'clock. Ben.
Yeah?
Will I see you afterwards?
Don't worry, baby. You'll see me. I was back at the hotel by 3:15. Things were going pretty good. The one thing I was afraid of, that she'd want to call in the Federals before the stick-up, she never even mentioned.
I knew she was my kind the minute she began to talk about the dough. When I got up to room 480, Lefty was already there, lying on the bed, reading the paper.
Oh, hello, Ben. How you be?
So this is room 480, huh? Looks just like room 481. How are you, Lefty?
Oh, okay. Sit down. Want a bottle of beer?
Nope.
You didn't take it too hard what Sally said, did you?
Can't say I liked it. What time is it?
Oh, a couple of minutes before. Yeah. It's too bad about you, Ben.
What's too bad?
The way I got you figured, Ben, you're a chiseler.
Then what?
That's all.
Sounds like there might be more.
Not unless you ask for it.
Okay. I'm asking for it, Lefty.
Well, Ben, a chiseler's like this. He isn't crooked and he isn't straight either. He's just in between. But above all, he doesn't like trouble.
Maybe he's just smart.
I don't say he isn't. Oh, he'll always make pretty good dough, and he'll die in a nice, clean bed with a doctor's certificate instead of a coroner's. But he'll never be a big operator.
No?
No. A big operator, he runs it or he doesn't operate. And that means he doesn't mind a little trouble once in a while.
I guess that's right.
And that's too bad, Ben, 'cause you got brains. Now, me, well, I'm different.
How's that?
'Cause I don't mind the trouble, but I don't have the brains.
Oh, I wouldn't. Who told you that?
I know. 10 years in stir off and on didn't help any. And I didn't have much to begin with. Did I ever tell you how I started, Ben?
No.
Ben, I was a preacher.
A what? Do you expect me
Yes, a preacher. So help me, I was. By rights, I still am. Look, here, I got the license right here in my wallet. Yeah, it was one of those hillbilly outfits. And the bishop, as he called himself, he was so far away from where I was that he never even heard about me, I guess. Anyway, he never canceled the license.
The Reverend Richard Jose Goss. That's one for the books, Lefty.
Yeah, I was just a kid. But I got hooked up with one of those big-time evangelists. And if I stuck with it, I could have hit the big time myself. And there's plenty of dough in that racket. But you know what I did? First time we really make a big take, I tie a handkerchief over my face and get me a rod and stick up the cash box. And they caught me. Yeah, that's how I know I haven't got the brains.
I wouldn't let it worry you, Lefty.
That's not what's worrying me now, Ben.
What is?
What is? What's going to be happening in here in a couple of minutes. You ever sat in on a divvy before, Ben?
No. And there wouldn't be now, except for the manpower shortage.
These are 3 wild kids, Ben. Chances are they'll be coked to the ears and slobbering at the mouth with being half scared to death and half crazy with excitement, thinking how much dough they got and what big-shot public enemies they are. And we, you and I, we got to walk up and take 20 grand away from them.
All right, they know that.
Yeah, knowing it's one thing, kicking in with it's another. And suppose Solly's double-crossed us.
How?
Suppose he didn't tell the kids how much his cut was. Suppose he left it for us to break the news. They just come from maybe killing a couple of people for 40 grand. Maybe they just as soon kill a couple of more to keep the 20.
Maybe. So now we're going to find out.
Come on, Marty. Get him in here.
Sure, okay.
Johnny, don't leave me, will you, Johnny?
All right, get him over to the... Who are you? I'm the man that collects the room rent.
Yeah? Stick him up. Frisk him, Marty.
Okay, Johnny.
I don't need a rod to handle punks like you.
This guy's clean, Johnny. Yeah, what about the other one?
He's with me and he's got a gun. And don't try to take it away from him because it's an old family heirloom. And he's very fond of it.
Yeah? Oh, yeah?
Okay, stop acting like something you've seen in the movies and put that cannon away. You might drop it and break somebody's foot. What's the matter with your pal here?
He got shot.
Anybody else?
No, the guard shot him when we were pulling out.
Better get him over on the bed.
Johnny, we're going too fast, Johnny. We're going too fast.
He's out of his head.
Yeah. Did you get the dough?
Did we get the dough? Look at this, wise guy. 40 grand, maybe more. Look at it. Touch it. Taste it. Smell it. What about it, sucker? Did you ever see so much dough before in your life?
Sure. I work in the mint. Do you know how much this room is costing you?
How much?
20 grand.
20 grand.
That's right. I'll be back after a while to collect it. What are you going to do with your pal there with the holes in him?
I don't know.
Johnny.
You know that's bad, don't you?
Why?
The kid's out of his head already. Suppose he makes trouble, starts screaming or something.
Well, you got doctors, haven't you?
Sure. With that kind of a doctor, that's one more guy that'll have to get a cut. Pretty soon you guys won't have anything left but small change.
Yeah, that's what you think.
But of course, maybe the kid'll die.
Yeah? And then what do we do? That's even worse.
Johnny.
Oh, no. That'd be easy. Then we just take him out of here at night and dump him someplace.
Oh.
And if the kid was to die, that would be one less guy who had to get a cut. Wouldn't it?
Huh? Yeah.
Well, come on, Lefty.
Okay.
We'll be seeing you.
Yeah.
I hope you know what you're doing, Ben.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think so. Come on, I got the room next door.
You know you're just as good as signed that kid's death warrant, don't you?
That's right.
The other two will knock him off now before we got time to get the...
Johnny.
Listen.
Johnny, no!
They did it.
Yeah. Maybe we better call Sal, huh?
I hope you know what you're doing.
Gotta think.
Order, please.
Give me Mr. Casper's room.
You sure he's dead?
Yeah?
Gotta be. Can I make you
Sal?
Yeah, who's this?
Ben. You better come up to room 480, Sal.
Why?
They want to see you personally.
Why?
I said they want to see you personally.
I still want to know why.
Do you want your dough or don't you?
You're supposed to be the guy with the big muscles.
I'm not going to wrestle those punks for your purse.
Okay, Charles Atlas, I'll be right up and show you how it's done.
You'll be right up.
Then what?
What do you mean, then what?
Well, don't get nervous.
Ben.
Yeah.
Nervous, will you?
If you got any little plans, you know I'm all for 'em, don't you?
Sure.
And you know I hope they come off, don't you?
Sure.
But if they don't come off, you know where I stand on that, too, don't you?
I know. You stand right behind me with a gun on my back.
Just so you know, Ben.
I can see how you'd have made a preacher. Lefty, you've got a terrible streak of honesty in you.
Just so you know.
What's going on here?
Listen, there he is.
I'm Sal Casper. What's going on here?
Oh, Mr. Casper, there's been a little trouble, Mr. Casper.
Yeah, what kind of trouble?
Arch here, he just died.
Died?
He was shot.
Yeah. All right, so we'll get him out of here tonight. You got the dough?
Sure, we got it.
Well, let's see it.
Here.
All right, put up your hands.
Huh? What's it?
Department of Justice. You're all under arrest.
We didn't even...
You got nothing.
Come on.
Now, stop pushing.
That's all, pal. Hey, Ben, where you going?
I got a date. All right. With a missionary.
In tonight's full hour of suspense, James Cagney is our star. Mr. Cagney appears as Ben Grace, with Kathy Lewis as June Lyons and Wally Mayer as Lefty Gauss, in William Spears' production of Love's Lovely Counterfeit, tonight's study in suspense. In just a moment, we will return with Act Two of Suspense.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is Robert Montgomery again. When such incompatible words as lovely and counterfeit found themselves together in the title of tonight's story by James Cain, they said a lot, not only about the story, but about the man, Ben Grace, as well. Elements of both words crowded through him. On the one side, for example, was his dislike for meanness and greed, and on the other side, something forged, fictitious, false. That was a smooth operation he pulled, and he was going to get even smoother as he went along. But it never got Ben Grace anything but trouble. Because the smoother he got, the further he got away from the true Ben Grace. A real lost guy trying to find North. And maybe for him, June Lyons could be North. But Ben wouldn't stop long enough to take a reading. As James Cain described them in the novel, whatever it was June needed in life, Ben had it for her. And when she was with him and she acted with that complete abandon of a novice having her first drink, constantly he watched her. He studied her. As though he were trying to make up his mind about something, or to figure out something into which she definitely fitted. And then he began to really look at her. It was the first time he had really studied this girl who had started such a chain of circumstances in his life, and he looked with lively interest. It was all the more lively since he was unable to connect this face with all that he had learned about its owner. It was, in anybody's contest, an extremely beautiful face. It was perfectly chiseled, in profile at least. Its slightly droopy lines reminding him of pictures he had seen of ancient sculpture. There was some exquisite invitation about the mouth. It pursed a little with an expression of expectancy. The skin was soft, with just a brush of bloom on it. The figure was lovely, too. Not too tall, but slender, soft, and willowy. He had the dizzy, half-nauseated feeling of a man who has been rocked to his heels by a woman, and knows it.
And so continues the history of Ben Grace in James M. Cain's Love's Lovely Counterfeit, played out for us by James Cagney in a narrative well calculated to keep you in suspense.
After that, the action moved along just the way I'd seen the play in my mind. Sal might have had a 6-2 and even chance beating the rap of having the tea-loaded kids in the hotel. But when the guns were checked against the wounds in the stiff, the beef was murder. And that was one beef Sal couldn't square. Jansen walked into the city hall on a red plush carpet, and June, she got the job she was after. Jansen's first day in the driver's seat was celebrated with a cocktail party at June's house. All the loyal party workers were invited to receive the thanks of His Honor. I called June on the phone when I heard about it. She hammed and pawed around a little, and then she finally asked me if I'd like to come. Didn't seem too anxious, but I wasn't going to miss this chance to meet the mayor. She told me I could bring a friend if I liked. I said I would. I suddenly realized that I didn't have any friends. I brought Lefty. It was a corny house, a depressing pile of wood and stucco with 4 tired walls leaning in against the sagging roof for support. June was nervous when she saw me. I introduced her to Lefty.
Well, how do you do? I'm glad you could come.
Well, how you been? Yeah, nice house.
Thank you. You know everyone here, Ben?
Everyone I want to know.
Well, there's a bar in the alcove right over there.
You got any beer?
All you can drink, Mr. Goss.
You want to make book?
Ben, you'll excuse me while I speak.
Oh, sure. You just go right ahead and host us like crazy. I'll just drift around.
Thank you, Ben. I'll see you later.
Class, Ben. Real class. Educated, too.
Ah, that she is, Lefty. That she is.
Well, how about the suds, Benny? Then we'll go pay our eerie respects to His Honor.
How do you do? I'm Mrs. Lyons, June's aunt.
How do you do, Mrs. Lyons? My name is Grace. This is Mr. Gauss.
I'm so glad you're here, Mr.
My name is Gauss, Lefty Gauss.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't hear very well.
Oh, excuse me. You'll find me in the suds, Ben. Excuse me.
Have you met Mr. Jansen yet?
No, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, he's a wonderful man. Just a wonderful man. Nice and settled and with a wonderful future. Don't you think so?
I think I'll be able to tell more about his future after I've talked to him.
Exactly. My very words to June. I can see things like that.
I beg your pardon?
Then you agree with me? Oh, of course you do. You look like a very intelligent young man.
Mrs. Lyons, you don't make much sense.
Exactly what I've been telling Junie. But she just says, oh, be quiet. Oh, for heaven's sake, Auntie, be quiet.
I can understand that.
Oh, if you really would encourage her, Mr. Grace. You see, she never tells me a thing. Never. Thinks I'm dumb. Treats me as though I don't have good sense. But I see things, I can tell you. Why, he's so crazy about her that all she'd have to do is lift her little finger to marry him. Just her little finger.
Marry? Marry who?
Yes, and it would be such a fine match for Junie. Mrs. Olaf Jansen, wife of the mayor. Oh, goodness, I get dizzy when I just think of it.
Yeah. And I know what you mean there, too.
There is... Oh, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Jansen.
Well, how are you, Mrs. Lyons?
Mr. Jansen, this is Mr...
The name is Grace. Ben Grace.
Ben Grace, eh?
That's right, Your Honor.
June, Miss Lyons tells me that you've been very busy.
May I congratulate you, Your Honor?
Thank you. I was about to say that Miss Lyons tells me that you worked to help make my election possible.
How very clever of you, Mr. Jansen. Oh.
I did what I could, Your Honor.
Please accept my sincere thanks, Mr. Grace. It's highly encouraging to find young men fighting for good, clean government.
Good, clean government is my hobby, Your Honor.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And, if I might make a suggestion...
Of course.
This town needs a cleaning from attic to cellar.
There we agree, Mr. Grace.
And you'll need the right man as chief of police to help you do that.
Are you, ambitious for a police career now?
Oh, no, Your Honor. Myself, I have no ambitions. But I think I can suggest the man you need. Cantrell. Joseph Cantrell.
Cantrell?
That's the man.
But I've just thrown him out. He was one of Saul Casper's rats. I'm sorry to use words like that. You worked for Saul yourself, didn't you, Mr. Grace?
You mustn't get emotional about these things, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, sir, but I fail to follow your reasoning or your emotions.
You said you wanted to clean up this town. You'll have to appoint the best available man to do that for you. If you go through the list, you'll find that Cantrell is the best officer on the force. He's got more copper in him than a ton of pennies. It wasn't his fault that a crook got elected and he had to play along. Give him half a break, and he's the best law enforcement officer in the country. And a good officer is what you'll have to have if you're going to deliver what you promised the voters. You can't deliver with jerks and thugs.
Now, let me tell you something.
Oh, you silly man.
Let me make this very clear, Mr. Grace. When the people of Lake City voted for me, I promised them that I would clean up...
Save your breath. Your Honor, I heard all your campaign speeches.
Mrs. Lyons, may I take you to the bar for a ginger ale?
Are they really, Mr. Jansen?
Yes, we've been waiting a long time for a man like him.
Oh, you're right. You're so right there.
Ben, you leaving so soon?
Now that you mention it, I guess I am.
Oh, well, have you met Mr. Jansen?
I met him.
What do you think of him?
I think he's a very educated gentleman. But he'll learn. He'll learn. And you know what? I think I'm in love with you.
I think I love you, too.
For the next couple of weeks while Casper was waiting trial, I let everything coast. Everything, that is, but June. There I kept the motor running. And finally the night arrived when it was time for me to step on the gas. Pretty. Very pretty.
My secret vice. The piano and...
And?
You.
Less keys to punch on me.
Less keys, but more music.
Junie,
Uh-huh.
he's stuck on you, isn't he?
Who?
Jansen.
Jansen?
That's the man's name. His Honor, the mayor. Sure you don't generate a little amperage for him?
Oh, Ben, you can ask that.
Fix me another drink.
All right.
Yes. Nice little apartment you have here. Makes that home you lived in before the election look like a flea bag.
Well, I earn a little better, I live a little better.
Sure.
Ben,
Yeah.
why'd you ask me that?
Ask you what?
About Jansen?
Skip it.
No, Ben, I want to know.
Oh, I kind of got that notion from the way he always shows up here after I bring you home at night. And stays for a while.
You're wrong, Ben.
Don't give me a razzle-dazzle, Angel. I've clocked him in and out.
You know me better than that, Ben. He has no personal interest in me. Honest. It's just business. It's things we have to talk over.
Mm-hmm. Not enough hours in the city hall day, huh?
Well, he gets lonely sometimes in the evening. You know, his wife just died, and he's...
That's what I mean.
All right, Ben. He likes me. And I just feel sorry for him. Honest, he's so grateful if I just let him come in and just sit for an hour and talk.
Grateful.
Oh, Ben, please.
You probably got him jumping through hoops.
I'd rather have you jumping through hoops.
You know, when I was a kid, my old man used to say, Ben, he'd say, don't ever jump through a hoop. Of course, from the hoop, it's only a hop to the halter. And then you drop the H, and what are you left with? The altar.
Oh, Ben, where'd you hear that?
Jensen coming here again? Tonight?
Oh, not if you object.
Oh, I don't object.
That's better, Ben. There's nothing to be jealous of.
You could ask him a favor, though, Junie.
All right. Anything you say.
Ask him to appoint Cantrell chief of police.
Appoint Whom did you say?
You heard me.
Ben, what on earth are you talking about?
Cantrell.
But he's a crook. Well, he was hand in glove with Saul Casper. How could Jansen appoint Cantrell? It'd make a laughing stock of the whole campaign. Oh, Ben, he can't appoint Cantrell.
Okay.
Ben? Ben, where are you going?
Home. To bed. I gotta make an early train in the morning.
Train? Where to?
New York.
You're going away, Ben.
Guy's gotta think about his future. Nothing for me in this town.
That's the way you played it. Get rid of Saul Casper. And go after me. And then when you found out that Jansen's in love with me, you thought you had him. That through me you could make him do whatever you want. Get Cantrell made the chief, and then you can run this town just the way Casper did. Well, you won't.
No. Goodbye, Angel. Don't forget to dust in the corners, lock your door at night, and peek under the bed.
Ben?
Yes?
Ben. Close the door, Ben. From the inside.
It was a question of who would break first, June or Ben Grace. And she broke maybe seconds before I would have turned back to her with all my hard-boiled, off-the-arm toughness melted away in little pools at her feet. But that was something I couldn't ever let her know. The next morning, I found Lefty in the Blue Bottle, blowing the head off his glass of breakfast.
Hiya, Ben. Sit.
Lefty, how much did Saul pay you?
The truth, Ben. 35.
What? A week?
So go ahead, laugh. Let's see you laugh. For all I did, gambling my neck every other day, 35 a week. And I took it. Hey, that's the funny part. I took it.
You can start tomorrow at 50.
Who for?
From now on, I'm running it.
Aha, so it was you. All the way down the line, you were the tipster.
So what?
Nothing, Ben, nothing.
What is it, Lefty? What is it?
Only this, Benny. You see, I call you Benny. That's 'cause I like you. Yeah, I like you. And that's maybe why your great success makes me a little sad.
Listen, Reverend Jose, the only revival I'm interested in is reviving the fortunes of Ben Grace. You got anything else to say?
Not a thing. I got not a word to say.
Pals?
2 beers, Ben. And they're on you.
So I took over where Saul Casper dropped out. We moved things around a little to make it look respectable, but the bookies and the gambling joints and so on kept right on in business. And I collected. Wasn't hay. Things were fine, just fine. My evenings were filled with June, and my days with putting the automatic pump on the town. Like the day I finally got around to the office of Bleecker and Yates. The lawyers. Oliver Bleecker had been elected district attorney along with Jansen, so it was Mr. Yates, the junior partner, that I wanted to see.
And what do you want with me?
You know anything about pinball, Mr. Yates?
Why, I've played the machines once in a while, I guess.
Oh, I mean the hookup.
Well, not exactly.
You reform guys. You don't know much, do you?
Is it important?
Listen closely, Mr. Yates, because I'm only going around once. There are 5,000 pinball machines in Lake City, and they're owned by a few hundred scrimey jerks. You know what those machines take in a month? More than $100,000.
I beg your pardon?
That's what I said, $100,000. They're still going strong, but what happens to them in the very near future depends on your partner, Mr. Bleecker, the new DA.
But I can't tell you what he's going to do.
Well, I've got a flash for you. I say that as far as Lake City is concerned, pinball is finished.
Why?
Because it's gambling, and it's wrong. But to the extent that it's a game of skill, it's good, clean recreation. And that's not against the law. I'm going to bring a new kind of machine into Lake City, if, as, and when the old ones are tossed out. But this much I've got to know before I bring 5,000 machines in. Will mine be legal? No gambling, no payoff, only a certificate if you make a home run. Now, you know Bleecker, and you can put a certain legal question to him. No?
Well,
now, the next thing is to protect the interests of the little storekeepers who use my machines. I'm going to organize an association. The association will need an attorney. The attorney will get a very respectable retainer by the year. Yeah. Those machines will do $100,000 a month, and I want you to be the lawyer for the association.
Well, there's a little question of ethics here that...
I figure the attorney should get 5% of the take.
You see, Mister, I'm Bleeker's partner.
Maybe even as much as 10%.
But you see, the ethics of the situation...
Well, if you're busy studying ethics, maybe you wouldn't have time to handle this job, Mr. Yates. No hard feelings. I'll just look for another man.
No, just a minute. I would like to think it over a bit.
Sure.
Perhaps to talk to Mr. Bleecker about it, see what he thinks of the propriety of my accepting such a...
Now I get it.
Well, shall we meet again, say next week?
Next week is fine. And next week was fine. Joey Cantrell was appointed chief of police. The DA listened to the legal advice of his partner, Mr. Yates, and decided it was for the good of the community to yank all those horrid, nasty pinball machines and save the citizens from the temptations of gambling. Chief Cantrell's first official job was to supervise the smashing of the machines which had been condemned. I went around to see how he was getting on before he could smash too many.
Okay, drive that all around the other side. We're up to hits and pinball machines here.
Okay, Chief.
Come on, you monkeys. Lay those hammers into those machines. And don't forget, if any nickels roll out, they belong to the city.
Okay.
May I have a word with you, Chief Cantrell?
Huh? Oh, well. What's new, Ben?
Say, tell him to hold up a minute, will you?
Huh?
Tell him. Oh, yeah. Hey, you guys, quit it, will you? Hold up there, will you? There's too much noise. Come on, hold up the condemnation of those machines a minute.
Okay.
Joe, you ever been abroad?
No.
Neither have I. But I have been to Mexico.
Mexico? South of the Rio Grande.
Juarez, across the river from El Paso. Well, when I came back, I thought I'd bring in some perfume.
Yeah. So what?
So, this. On some of that perfume, they got a rule that the customs officer has to destroy the label before it's brought in. You got that?
Still listening.
You know how he destroyed it?
No, but I'm dying to hear.
He drew a blue pencil across it. He made one blue mark, and that legally destroyed it.
The man put a blue pencil right through it.
If one blue mark will destroy a label, why won't it destroy a pinball machine?
Oh. Say, you sure do think of things, don't you?
I do my best.
You mean destroy it legally?
Legally.
You got a blue pencil I could try?
I just happen to have one with me.
Then we'll see. Look at that. I just destroyed it.
See? Now, another thing, Joe.
Yeah?
You'll want those trucks again, huh? To haul the destroyed machines over to the reservoir street dump?
Well, I guess they gotta be put someplace.
All right. I'll have them here tonight.
Funny how a blue pencil ruins stuff, isn't it?
Oh, and another thing.
Yeah, just one?
Sign those vouchers.
For what?
For the trucks. The trucks I furnished the city yesterday to haul these various gambling devices from various and sundry addresses here to the 9th Street Police Warehouse. $3,000 in all.
Hey, slow up, boy, slow up.
Costs money to clean up a town, Joe.
Okay, but don't run a good thing to death.
It's the people's will.
Huh?
You forgot that mandate to cleanliness. Sign. And that's the way it went. And with a little remodeling, those pinball machines were back at their old stands. But now they were working for Ben Grace. Yep. Whatever I touched turned green, with pictures of presidents on it. Things were going so good, I started to worry. But I knew that the real worry was going to be June. I knew she was going to spring it on me sooner or later, and it was. It was last night when I was out at her new place that she decided to get it off her chest.
Ben.
Yeah?
Ben, I want to talk to you.
What about?
Don't you know?
Yeah, I guess maybe I do.
We can't go on like this, Ben. It isn't right. It isn't fair to Jansen. It isn't fair to me.
What's so unfair about it?
Oh, Ben, you know what's unfair about it. Mr. Jansen promised the people of Lake City that if he got elected, he'd clean up the town.
Huh? All right. Why doesn't he do it? He's had 6 months.
Because he doesn't even know what's going on.
Great. Then what's the beef?
I know what's going on. The horse racing places, the gambling places, all the other places are just as open as they ever were.
Mm-hmm.
And I know who's keeping them open.
Of course you do. I am. Listen, honey, if I wasn't bossing the organization, someone else would be. People like to bet. People like to gamble.
Oh, Ben, don't you see? I'm a city official. I have an obligation to the people of this community, to the people who elected Jansen because they believe that he'd...
Still a missionary, huh?
Well, I'm not a racketeer.
Maybe not. But you're the next thing to it.
What do you mean?
Where do you think the dough came from for that car I got you? And the fur coat? And this place?
You never told me.
Did I have to? You knew I didn't get it from a long-lost uncle. Why don't you admit it, baby? You're a chiseler.
Am I?
Sure, just like me. Only I'm honest about it. You're not.
Then I will be. I will be, starting now, starting right tonight.
What are you going to do? Turn me in?
Oh, Ben.
Maybe your big mistake was falling in love with me, baby. Now there isn't much you can do about it, is there?
Oh, Ben, quit it. Get out of it, please. For my sake, just because I don't like it. Just because I hate it.
Maybe I don't like it either. It's all I know how to do.
Ben, what was...
Hiya, Benny.
So,
Surprise?
kind of. Did you break out?
Yeah. Yeah, just to see you, Benny. Put up your hands.
You know I never carry a rod.
Yeah, maybe you sort of wish you did now, huh? Muscles? Not that you have a chance to use it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to kill your boyfriend, sweetheart.
No.
When I've done that, I think I'll think of something real nice to do to you.
Ben?
You sit right there where you are, sweetheart. Benny, you start backing up to that door slow. It's a bathroom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll kill you in the bathtub, Benny. That way it'll be nice and quiet, and there won't be so much mess. Now reach behind you real careful and open the door. And when I tell you to start backing in, you back in. All right. Start backing.
June.
Is he dead?
Yeah. Since when have you been carrying a gun?
Just lately. Ben, are you all right?
I just want to sit down a minute.
Oh, Ben.
We got to get out of here, baby.
Oh, yes. Ben, we'll go away. We'll get out of the country. We'll go to Canada.
Sure.
And we can get married there. You do want to marry me, don't you, Ben?
You know I do, baby.
And you can get work up there, Ben. I'll do something, too. And we'll do something decent with our lives. Darling, I know it's been partly my fault. I know I've just been weak. But it isn't too late to begin again, is it? Is it?
Maybe not. But your aim on that second shot wasn't too good, baby.
Ben?
So, there's just one thing that's stopping us.
Ben? What?
The bullet hole in my belly. So that's how I came to wake up in this nice, clean bed with nothing to do but look out the window at the kids playing in the park. It's a hospital. And there was a big cop here with me, with his chair tilted up against the wall, reading the paper. Hey, Flatfoot!
Why, hello, Big Shot. You've been in the land of Nod, haven't you?
What are you doing here?
Reading the funny papers? Can't you tell?
Why can't you read them at home?
Because there's been a little thing that we policemen call murder, Big Shot. And you're what we call a material witness.
Where's June? June Lyons.
She's in a nice, cozy cell, Big Shot. When she comes to trial, your statement will probably send her up for 5 or 10 years to another nice, cozy cell.
What statement?
Oh, you'll talk.
Yeah?
You know what you got, Big Shot?
Mm-hmm. I got ventilated with a lead slug.
But that's not all, Big Shot. You got peritonitis.
I have. So what?
So, I've seen guys with peritonitis before. You know what happens? First, they start getting a fever. Then they get kind of lightheaded. Then they get thirsty. Terribly thirsty. And after a while, they get so you can make them talk without they hardly know that they're talking. Oh, you'll talk all right.
You think so?
I know so.
Get Chief Cantrell on the phone.
Chief Cantrell ain't chief anymore as a result of these unfortunate series of events. Seems Mayor Jansen began to wonder about him.
Where's Lefty Gauss?
You mean your faithful servant? Right outside.
Can I talk to him? Alone?
Sure. Why not?
How is he, nurse?
It's hard to say yet.
Hey, Putty Nose, your boss wants to see you.
Thanks, you funny fella. Hiya, Benny. How you feeling? Not too good.
Well, it just goes to show you, don't it? They're all alike.
Who are all alike?
These big shots. They make a lot of dough for a while and then bingo. What good's it done 'em?
He seems like a nice man, though.
Who, Ben? Sure, he's nice enough, I guess. I got nothing against him. I just say it's a sucker's racket, that's all. Me, I want to live to be a grandfather.
Oh, a grandfather. You got to start by being a father, you know.
I know. My daddy told me all about that just the other day. Well, I'm going back in.
Have you got it all, Lefty? Hello, Flatfoot.
What do you have now, Big Shot?
You say the DA wants me to talk, huh?
Maybe he was just pretending.
Well, suppose I had some conditions.
Like what?
Oh, like I only talk in the apartment where it happened. June Lyons' apartment, and June Lyons has got to be there. And Lefty here too, to back up some things that I might say.
That might be arranged?
Fine. Now, you think the DA might forget a couple of those little things he's been holding against me if I talk?
That'd be the general idea.
All right. You can close the door as you go out, and tell the DA to be around in about an hour. I'll talk. That cop was right. I'm beginning to feel a little wacky already. But the DA said he'd do it. They're going to take me out there in an ambulance tonight. If June only catches on. But she's smart. She's a lawyer. This may be the last chance I'll have to write. But don't worry. Whichever way it comes out, you can read all about it in the papers.
Well, now, all I'm saying is that I won't be responsible. Dragging a man in his condition way out here in an ambulance, lugging him up 3 flights of stairs on a stretcher.
Doc, that's the way he wanted it, and that's the way it's going to be now. All right. Everybody here? Miss Lyons?
Yes.
Lefty Gauss?
Yes.
All right. How is he, Doctor?
I've already told you, but he can talk.
Not worrying about me, Mr. DA. You're breaking my heart.
Are you ready to start, Ben?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Do you, Ben, take this woman, June, to be thy lawful wedded wife, to love and to cherish, for better, for worse, till death do you part?
I do.
Hey, what are you...
Do you, June, take this man, Ben, to be thy lawful wedded husband, to love and to cherish, for better, for worse, till death do you part?
I do.
I pronounce...
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm a licensed preacher, and this apartment is outside the city jurisdiction. It's in the county. And this marriage license was taken out at the county courthouse 1 minute before they closed today. And when I sign it, brother, it's legal. I pronounce you man and wife.
I suppose you've heard that a man can't testify against his wife, Mr. D.A.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, do you mind if I kiss the bride?
Go ahead.
Ben. Oh, Ben, honey. That was the finest thing.
Shh. That was nice.
Oh, Ben. Your face is so hot.
Yeah. I thought maybe I was going to make it, baby. But I guess I'm not.
Ben. Doctor. Quick. Doctor. Quick.
So long. So long, missionary. Mrs. Missionary.
No. Ben.
Lord, we pray thee to receive the spirit of our dearly departed and to forgive him his trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Suspense. Mr. Montgomery.
I'm sure you'll agree with me when I say that it has been completely wonderful to hear a performance like the one we've just heard. I say, like the one we've just heard, but that's a futile phrase, because there's no one like Jim Cagney. For the benefit of latecomers, our star tonight on Suspense was the one and only Mr. Cagney. Our deepest appreciation, Jim.
Thank you, Bob. It's a great part. I enjoyed doing it.
Which brings us properly and with gratitude to the author who conceived it, Mr. James M. Cain, who does us further honor by appearing here with us now.
And who wishes he had a fresh choice of superlatives handy, Bob. Briefly, I thought it was excellent. Of course, it isn't exactly startling to learn all over again that Jim Cagney is a splendid dramatic actor.
You know, Bob, I can tell you what I think is the particular element that makes Cain the most powerful writer of true suspense fiction in America.
You interest me, Jim.
He's always got a man and a woman.
Uh-huh.
The crime, the violence, murder is an inevitable climax, an explosion of the energy that is two people generate from being in love.
Boy meets girl, boy wants girl, boy kills on account of it, if he has to, eh?
Well, any author hates to think he is a formula man, no matter how good the formula is. But I suppose, broadly speaking, my crimes are crimes of passion.
And successful, suspenseful stories, all of them. The Postman Always Rings Twice, Double Indemnity, Mildred Pierce, Serenade.
Not to mention Love's Lovely Counterfeit, or rather to mention it again long enough for me to applaud two fine performances by Kathy Lewis, who played June tonight, and Wally Mayer, who was Lefty. To the supporting players, my thanks. You're a great company. And a special bow in the direction of Bill Spear, your producer, director, deluxe.
You beat me to the draw, Jim, but my congratulations, too, to all concerned. And may I ask who did the writing of the radio play adapted from my novel?
Two of radio's finest writers, Robert Richards and Jason James.
I think the adaptation was excellent.
Suspense. Radio's outstanding theater of thrills brings you an hour, a full 60 minutes of suspense. Tonight, starring Mr. Robert Ryan and Miss Ruth Warwick in a play by Devery Freeman entitled Beyond Reason, edited and directed by Anton M. Leder, and produced by Robert Montgomery.
This is Robert Montgomery. For well over a year, on the average of 5 times a week, my newsboy and I have engaged in the same spirited conversation. Each evening I greet him with, anything in the papers? And each evening he answers with, no, same old stuff. Then I spend part of the evening reading the chronicle of the day's events, the same old stuff. And I learn that the tensions in the world are greater or lesser, that some people want high taxes and some people want low, that some people are born, and some are married, and some are divorced, and some are dead. Same old stuff. Yesterday, a man walked out onto his front porch, lost his balance on the top step, and 1 minute later he was dead. An hour ago, a wife in Fort Wayne, Indiana, went to the hospital. 10 minutes ago, she became a mother. One cycle of life completed, another just beginning. And the newspaper will report them both, clearly, accurately, and without editorial comment. We can assume that in each of these homes, the old patterns of living are broken, and the new ones are in formation. But we can't know what happens next in the history of these two families. And these are very real stories that begin with birth or death. We have one for you today, a story entitled Beyond Reason, and it began this way. At exactly 7:22 on the night of January 5th, Pinkton Carr reached the corner of Post and Stockton Streets in downtown San Francisco. He was feeling fine. He stopped for a moment to look at an attractive window display, and then, still looking back, he stepped off the curb.
Hey, look out! No! You hit him! Stop! Stop! He doesn't run, driver! Stop him!
Oh, no, don't look. Oh, the poor man.
Oh, call an ambulance. Somebody call an ambulance. This guy's hurt bad.
I saw it happen. He just stepped off the curb.
Somebody call an ambulance. Call an ambulance.
Who is he? Do you know who is he?
You mean, who was he?
Oh, the poor man.
Next day, the newspapers put it briefly and concisely in a small headline on page 4. Businessman hit. Businessman hit run victim. You probably read it. Not very interesting unless you knew him. The police were working on the case. Maybe one day soon they'd track down the car. Maybe. It looked like just another one of those things, soon forgotten, over and done with. But a tragedy like that can be a beginning as well as an end. It can start a whole chain of events, generate a whole series of reactions. It can become the genesis of fear, especially in the mind as sensitive as the mind of Evangeline Carr, the eldest of 3 daughters. Vangie Carr, beautiful, lonely, susceptible.
Daddy. Darling Daddy. Why did he have to die that way? How could such a thing have happened to him? Accidents like that don't happen to people like him. Not without some reason. It couldn't have been an accident. It couldn't have been. And who is this man? Harry Newton. This man who suddenly becomes so important in our lives. My father's business partner, they say? Oh, but my father never had a business partner. Never, I'm sure of that. He would have told me. But then, who is Harry Newton?
He was a hard one to pin down, Miss Carr. Doesn't have a home, not even a permanent address. He just seems to drift around.
Was he up here in San Francisco the night my father was killed?
I checked that. No, he wasn't. But he was here that day. In fact, that's the day your father and he signed the papers that made them partners.
That day?
Yeah, that's the date on the contract. He left Frisco on the 4 o'clock plane. Accident happened about 7:30.
Yes.
He seems to be the promoter type. Somebody else always takes the risk.
How could my father have made a man like that his partner?
The contract is perfectly legal, Vanjie. He is your father's partner.
But why? Why did Dad ever take him in? Dad contributed all the property. This man contributed nothing.
Nothing but himself. Evidently, your father thought him a super salesman. You see, they'd planned to subdivide and sell the acreage here at De La Vista, and he's determined to go through with it. No, I'm afraid there's not much we can do.
No, I suppose not.
I'm sorry. This is very trying for you and your sisters, I know. Perhaps when he comes up here, we can persuade him.
He's coming here?
Of course, to look the place over. You'd have to stay here quite a bit to get the work started.
Yes, of course, I must have realized that, only I never really let myself think about how someday I'd have to meet him face to face.
Vanjie, be careful.
You don't trust him either, do you?
No, I don't trust him either.
Just an everyday accident, but it can be the beginning of many things, especially when the dead man leaves unfinished business behind. Unfinished business and 400 choice suburban acres between the highway and the sea. 400 undeveloped acres in which any real estate man would see the possibilities. Add to that a partner like Harry Newton and 3 beautiful daughters, especially a daughter like Vanjie.
Are you hurt?
No, I guess not. I just fell down getting out of your way.
Here, let me brush you off. I'm sorry. I came around the bend and didn't see you until...
Oh, no, it was my fault. I shouldn't have been walking in the middle of the road, daydreaming like that. I'm all right, thanks.
The receiving hospitals are made for people like you.
I know. I started out at the age of 2, playing with electric light sockets.
Well, since I nearly knocked you down, I better introduce myself. My name's Harry Newton, and I always cross streets when the light is green. Getting by in life merely requires the ability to take advantage of green lights.
And the ability to recognize red lights.
Huh?
I'm Evangeline Carr.
So you're Vanjie, the beautiful one.
No, Grace is the beautiful one.
And Susie?
She's the cute one, the baby.
And you, Vanjie?
Oh, I'm just me, Vanjie. The plain one, the old maid.
Just because you're the oldest?
Mr. Newton, you wouldn't be interested in me.
No? Maybe I like plain girls.
That was the way it was. So sudden I couldn't prepare for it. And I'd met Harry Newton. But what about all those questions and fears in my mind? What had happened to them? I didn't know. Downstairs, Harry Newton was talking to Aunt Martha.
Of course you realize, Mr. Newton, this is merely an interview. Our only knowledge of you is that my brother entrusted you with some of his real estate ventures.
He didn't entrust me with anything, Andy. He watched me like a hawk.
You realize, of course, the responsibilities that go with this venture. We know nothing of your character or affiliations. Perhaps you can supply some of the details.
I've got a credit card with the Union Oil Company. Look, Andy, I came 400 miles from Los Angeles to discuss the promotion of a subdivision. It's a little late for references. I'm in this deal with both feet and a legal document. Are you handling it for the kids?
Well, not exactly.
Well, then let's have a drink and make small talk. You'll learn more about me that way. How about it?
Thank you, no. You can make yourself at home. Dinner is at 7.
Okay, thanks. Thanks very much. Never let a lady make a phone call when she doesn't know she's not alone. That's rule number...
Who are you?
Harry Newton. Who are you, Grace?
No, I'm Susie. The youngest. You're the man who murdered my father.
That's a pretty big statement for a little girl.
I say it only as an apology for having thought it.
I accept your apology. Only don't say it again.
I won't. You going back to Los Angeles soon?
Tomorrow.
Would you like company?
A passenger?
I said company.
Your aunt will ask for character references.
I didn't ask for any.
You got yourself a ride, Junior.
You wouldn't be thinking of leaving earlier.
I'm sleeping over. Our first customer is coming to dinner.
Who?
People by the name of Burkhart.
Oh? Whit Burkhart and his silly wife, huh? They're awful bores.
And get set for some boring neighbors. We plan to sell them a lot.
That's too bad. I love company, but I think I'll develop a headache and stay in my room tonight. Unless I can change your mind about leaving.
Shall we change the subject?
Suit yourself.
I just don't want to press my luck too far.
All that evening, through dinner with the Burkharts, through the business talks that followed, all I could do was watch him, listen to his voice. I'd never expected a man like this. Never expected him to make me feel like this. Like I felt when he smiled and said goodnight. Like I felt when he drove away with Susie for Los Angeles next morning. And like I felt when he called me long distance.
How are you getting along up there without me, Vanjie?
Oh, I suppose we're just barely managing.
Good, I'll have to hurry back.
The surveyors will be here next week.
Who cares?
But
I don't want to waste this call talking business.
Then what?
I just want to talk to you. Still an old maid, I hope.
I'm afraid so.
And still as plain as ever.
Yes.
Wonderful. Don't ever change, Vanjie.
All right. Why did I laugh? And why did I go around walking on air? He was just flirting, probably with a purpose, for business reasons. But I didn't care. I knew it was crazy, but I didn't care. I counted the days until he'd be back. When he came, he brought me a gift, a quilted velvet robe. Aunt Martha said it looked like the inside of a coffin, but I liked it. And I liked the funny little note that went with it. After a few days, seeing him, talking to him, began to fill my thoughts so completely that I couldn't sleep. So one night I walked down through the rose garden to the little tea house on the edge of the palisade. I was sitting there, watching the moonlight on the surf far below.
Don't think anything personal. You're not alone.
Oh, it's you.
What's the matter? No sleep tonight?
I have things on my mind.
Like real estate? And, me?
Yes. I'm trying to make some sort of plan.
I just like to feel my way along, see how far I can go. Plans are good to start with, then you follow your instinct.
I like to know where I'm going.
And you don't?
I'm not sure.
You've never asked me a lot of questions like the others. But I suppose you've been wondering why your father and I were doing business together, why he invited me in.
I knew there must have been a reason.
Reason? I met him in Palm Springs, gave him a tip on a horse, and it won. He figured he owed me something.
That's hard to believe.
Isn't it? Well, of course, he liked me, too. He thought I had guts and brains. Beyond that, he didn't want to know a thing.
And if he had?
I'd have told him. Come here.
Harry, no.
You still afraid to follow your instincts?
I don't know.
Come here.
It's all so crazy. 2 weeks ago, Harry Newton was just a name I hated and feared. There's nothing of that now. Now he's a man that I love. My husband. We drove to Las Vegas and were married in a little chapel there. Then we had a fast honeymoon, playing roulette, seeing Boulder Dam, just having fun being together. And when we came home again, the words were still ringing in my ears. For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish until death do us part. Until death do us part.
I've moved my things into a corner room, Vanjie, so that you and he may have the suite.
Relax, Andy. This is strictly temporary.
We'll probably go to Los Angeles eventually. All Harry's friends are there.
Meanwhile, I'll have my stuff shipped up. There isn't much. It's packed away in Lou Danch's apartment. He's the one I was telling you about, honey. He owns that restaurant on the Strip.
Oh. While you were away, there was a phone call from Mr. Newton.
Yeah?
From a Miss Kitty Platt.
Kitty Platt?
Girl I used to date. Probably wondering what happened to me. I wonder what did. Look at me. Head over heels in matrimony, and I love it.
Oh, Harry. Harry.
Is that a private match, or can anybody get in it?
Oh. Hello, Susie.
Hi. You'll have to excuse my lack of tact. Never been a sister-in-law before, and I'm at a loss. Best of everything, sis. You rate it.
Well, thank you, Susie. Oh, is anything wrong, dear? You look awfully tired.
Hasn't Harry told you? Takes a gentleman to keep a secret. Thank you, Harry.
You're welcome.
What a lovely wedding band, Vanjie. Nothing temporary about this piece of jewelry.
3 passes at a crap table.
Tell me, Vanjie, darling. Did he buy you the short order ceremony or the blue plate? It's very impressive, I understand. Bless, O Lord, this ring, that he who gives it and she who wears it may abide in thy peace. Let us pray.
Susie. Susie, dear. Harry.
That's a sick girl. You mind if I speak to her? As a member of the family, I feel I have the privilege of helping. I'll be right back.
But Harry...
Vanjie! Vanjie!
What is it, Aunt Martha?
Well, I didn't want to talk to you, dear, while he was with you. But I'm worried about Susie. She's been acting very queerly. Not eating and so jumpy.
What do you suppose is wrong?
I don't know. But she hasn't been herself since she went to Los Angeles. Perhaps if you had a talk with her.
Harry is doing that now.
Harry?
Yes?
A stranger?
Auntie.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I shouldn't have said that. It's just that I can't get used to the idea. I mean, his being one of us. But then I hardly know him. It's very hard to know him.
Yes, I suppose it is.
Well, I only meant that perhaps someone else should talk to Susie.
You mean you think maybe Harry has something to do with Susie acting this way?
Why, no, Vanjie, I didn't say that.
No. No, of course not. Harry?
Yeah?
How is Susie?
She'll be okay.
Maybe I better talk to her.
Leave her alone. She won't tell you anything.
Then you tell me.
That's one of those things. How do the writers put it? Unrequited love.
You?
Well, if it is, she hasn't told me the whole truth.
What did she tell you?
Say, how do you turn the heat on in this dungeon of a room?
Oh, there's a gas heater in the fireplace, but what did she tell you? Harry?
Look, Angel. Are you going to turn on me, too? Don't do it. I need you. I've been rattling around like a pebble in this old drum of a world with nothing to grab onto. Now I'm safe. I've got somebody. This alley cat's got a home. That's you, Angel. You're my roof and 4 walls.
Oh, Harry, darling, please understand. It's not that I don't trust you, but I'm worried about Susie.
Okay, baby. You talk to her tomorrow if it'll do any good. But right now, don't worry about it. Come on, let's get some sleep. What is that? What was that?
I don't know. What time is it?
6 o'clock.
It's Aaron, I think.
Who's Aaron?
He's the gardener. Quick, he must be below that window there.
What's up?
It's Miss Susie.
Susie, what about her?
What about her?
She's dead.
Dead.
Dead?
Tragedy begets tragedy. Accidents breed more accidents. Or was this another accident? At any rate, in the grim sequence of events started by that simple accident on a city street, a second member of the Carr family was dead. They say tragedies strike in threes. I wonder. And so does Vanjie Carr wonder.
Why? Why did it happen? Why did she do it? What did Harry know? Did he have anything to do with it? No, I mustn't. Just relax now. Rest. That's what I'm supposed to do. Relax. In a few minutes, he'll come up and tell me. Tell me what they're talking about down there. He and Aaron and my sister, Grace.
Tell me about it, Aaron, from the beginning.
It's hard for me to tell it now, Miss Grace. It's like a dream.
He hasn't told it the same way twice.
But I tried to.
Mr. Newton knows that. Now try again, Aaron.
Well, I was up early. Not early for me, but early, and there was a mist and the ground was wet, so I wore my rubbers. I was pinning back the honeysuckle on the trellis near the garage when she came by. Didn't see me, but I saw her, walking as if in her sleep. Yet she looked as if she knew where she was going. And she was dressed and combed and carried a purse. So I said good morning. But she didn't answer and went off into the mist toward the tea house on the edge of the palisade, where there's only one path. And then presently I worked my way down the path through the rose garden to say good morning again, but she was gone. She had jumped into the ocean onto the rocks below, and I found her purse, that purse on the bar, and that riding crop.
The riding crop is mine. I left it there several days ago.
Oh, I see. All right, Aaron. That's all. You may go now.
All right, Miss Grace.
Well, Mr. Newton?
Harry's the name.
Yes, of course. We are related, aren't we? Should I apologize for not belaboring you with congratulatory messages on your marriage?
Some people are just naturally short on sentiment. You have other gifts.
Thanks. It's just that I have an instinctive aversion to attractive men being snatched from the open market.
If I ever get back on the market, I'll send you a credit slip.
Planning to get back on the market?
Not at this particular time.
I see.
Anybody here? Vanjie.
Don't turn on the light, Harry. I look awful.
Now, relax, Angel. I know how upset you are, but you've got to relax.
I can't. Oh, Susie. Susie, you poor baby.
Take it easy. This way you'll just fly apart, springs and wheels and everything. You're going to have to rest a few days.
Oh, I want to know everything, Harry. Who was it? Who did this to Susie?
I lied to you.
Oh, no.
I lied when I said Susie chose me as a confidant. The way it happened, I stumbled into the middle of her romance by accident.
Then who?
A neighbor of yours, Whit Burkhart.
Whit Burkhart? But, no, he's married.
Yeah, you see, I bumped into them in a quiet little restaurant in Los Angeles. I was about as welcome as bad news in a collect telegram. I grabbed a quick one at the bar and ran.
But is that all?
No. Susie made it her business to see me the next day. She wanted me to promise not to tell anyone I'd seen them together. I let her talk, and she did. Plenty. It wasn't nice the way she told it, crying as if her insides were splintered. This fellow Burkhart had met her in Los Angeles to let her know that they'd come to the end of the line. He was afraid his wife was getting wise, so they had one last rendezvous. That's all, except the way she loved this guy. He must be all right.
Oh, no, Harry. A man doesn't have to be all right for a woman to love him. The next few days I spent in bed. I was supposed to relax. I couldn't. There was too much to think about. Even the doctor's pills didn't help. And little things made impressions on me. Little things that people said.
Your husband took me riding this morning, darling. Mm-hmm. Tell me, Vanjie, how did you ever trap him?
I don't know. He just seemed to like me.
Well, I guess we're not hard to like. Daddy left us quite a bit of allure. A square block in San Francisco, 4 theaters, 2 open-air markets, and a lovely office building in Los Angeles. In short, a real estate man's paradise.
Grace.
Sorry, darling. He's so different from my faithful, methodical Lenny, I'm just jealous. Aren't you flattered?
Well, got you making yourself irresistible.
Oh, I just got tired of looking like something that's been left out in the rain.
Flowers do all right.
You're very sweet, Harry, but I know my limitations.
Nonsense. I think you're very attractive.
But not beautiful, like Grace. If we take her for a measuring stick.
No one would take Grace for a measuring stick or any other kind of stick. She's the sexy type.
Nice of you to come, Mrs. Burkhardt. Cigarette?
No, thanks. Whit made me give up smoking. He really babies me, that man. Forced me to go away for a 2-week rest. I told him I felt fine, but he insisted.
Was that when he went to Los Angeles?
Los Angeles? Whit hasn't been to Los Angeles in 4 years. Why, no, he went along with me.
Of course she was lying. Her husband had been to Los Angeles, just as Harry said he had, with Susie. He must have been. She was just trying to make Harry look bad, and so were the rest of them. That's why I took to listening, to find out what they were up to protect Harry. I listened, even from behind doors.
Hello, Newton. You remember me? Gurney, the lawyer?
Uh-huh.
Is Mrs. Newton too ill for a visitor?
Yes, she is. What do you want?
It's in regard to your suggestion, Mr. Newton, that arrangements be made to give you power of attorney in matters pertaining to Della Vista.
You can lower your voice. I told you my wife is ill.
Any request of that nature should be gone over with all parties concerned.
I said lower your voice.
Of course, 2 untimely tragedies have decreased the number of parties concerned. I'd say you have 2 down and 2 to go, Mr. Newton.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Have you discussed this matter with Mrs. Newton?
There's no reason for her to object.
On the other hand, there's Grace Carr.
You've spoken to her?
Not more than a moment ago. It's no go, Newton. This Carr, it seems, has developed quite an interest in Della Vista, or some aspects of it. She intends to work with you as closely as possible.
Well, that sounds engaging.
Yes. For you, it should be a cinch, Newton. I understand you're quite a hand with the ladies.
Well, I've had my innings.
I listened to everything. Sometimes I woke up in the middle of the night and listened. Listened to Harry and Grace downstairs talking, laughing. They laugh together a lot these days.
Harry, you're wonderful. I don't know how you did it.
What's up, partner?
Telegram from Jim Strand. He's willing to talk terms, and he's free to talk tonight.
Well, for heaven's sake, let's be sociable. Maybe we can have the deal signed and moving tomorrow.
That means staying over in San Francisco tonight.
I'll take care of the hotel reservations.
Oh, high pressure, Harry.
We'll take him to the best restaurant in town and we'll order their best meal. Are you worried about your figure?
No. Are you worried about it? See you later.
Hello. I went to Grosvenor in San Francisco.
A charming little hotel.
Oh, it's you. Hello, Angel. Thought you were in bed. How's your headache?
Better? I'd like to go along with you, Harry.
Tonight? In your condition?
What's wrong with me? Don't you want my company?
You're not up to it. You're sick.
I said I'm better. I've decided to help you.
Help me?
Grace helps you.
She tags along.
Can't I tag along, too? Please, Harry, I want to go with you.
All right. Why not?
And this afternoon, I want you to take me riding. Did you know I could ride? I'm better than Grace. I've won cups. Shall we go riding this afternoon?
Sure, Angel. Maybe that's a good idea.
What's that, Grace?
No, I don't know, Aunt Martha. I can't see. The fog is rolling in.
It's a horse.
But no rider.
Is it Vanjie's?
Well, Harry's. It's tearing down the path toward the highway, probably heading for the stables. Aunt Martha, something's happened.
I knew it. I knew it.
Come on. Here comes the other one.
It's Harry.
He's carrying Vanjie. Oh. Hi!
Hi. Help me get her up to her room.
Please stop acting silly. I wasn't hurt a bit.
Yes, she was. Her shoulder's bruised. I'm calling Dr. Rupert. And what's more, you're going to the clinic tomorrow for x-rays. No sense taking chances.
What happened?
A horse bolted.
Why? I don't know.
Maybe Harry does.
Yes. He was riding just behind. Did you see any reason for it, Harry?
No, not a thing.
I tell you, Harry, there's nothing wrong with me. Nothing but a simple old-fashioned headache.
Maybe you can grab some sleep before the doctor gets here.
Why are you making such a fuss? Is it because you don't want me with you in San Francisco?
You certainly can't go till we're sure you're all right.
Then you're going without me.
We'll talk about it later. Get some sleep, Angel.
What are you doing?
Connecting up your heater. This room is like a tomb. If we take the chill off, maybe you'll sleep.
You won't go without me, will you, Harry?
Are we back on that again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Harry.
What?
I've made you angry with me, haven't I?
No.
Do you love me?
Sure.
It's so strange, this marriage of ours. It's more like an affair, really. It happened so fast. We don't really know each other, do we, Harry? Why did you want me, Harry?
Because I love you.
Because you love me. Yet if I were gone tomorrow, would there be another to take my place, as there were others before me? Oh, no, don't answer that. I get sillier by the minute. Forgive me, darling.
There's nothing to forgive.
Yes, there is. I won't be silly anymore.
I'm sure you won't, Angel. Good night. I'll see that you're not disturbed.
Harry. Harry. I'd come to that state of mind. And the senses are so drugged with fatigue, there's an end to caring. Almost. All the doubts, the fears loomed up and enveloped me. And yet, I was getting drowsy. Reality was becoming distorted into nightmare. There was a strange ringing in my ears, and I began to see things like a dream. I thought I saw Pookie, my canary, lying in the bottom of his cage, with his little legs thrust stiffly upward in death. Then I was hearing things like a hissing snake. And down on the floor, I saw it, coiled up by the heater. I must. Grace laughing with Harry. Somehow, for the first time, I didn't care. She had no cause to gloat. It would happen to her, too. Just like it happened to Dad and to Susie. And like it was happening to me.
In tonight's full hour of suspense, Mr. Robert Ryan appears as Harry Newton and Miss Ruth Warwick appears as Vanjie Carr in Beyond Reason. Tonight's study in suspense. just a moment, we will return with Act Two of Suspense.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And now, back to our Hollywood soundstage and to our producer, Mr. Robert Montgomery, for Act Two of Beyond Reason, starring Ruth Warwick and Robert Ryan, in a narrative well calculated to keep you in suspense.
It all started with a fatal accident on a street corner in San Francisco. You probably read about it in the papers a few weeks ago. Just an everyday accident. But it was an end and a beginning. An end for Pinkton Carr, who was killed, and a beginning for his 3 daughters and Harry Newton. But with the sequence of events half played through, there are now only 2 daughters. 1 down and 2 to go. And right now, lying on the bed in her room, is Vanjie Carr, the hiss of gas loud in her ears, drowning out the thoughts, the fears, and the voices of Sister Grace and Harry Newton in the living room below.
Harry, I told Jim Strand we'd meet him at 9. We can make it if we hurry.
Where's Auntie?
She's resting.
Okay, let's go.
Well, what about Mrs. Newton? Shall we take a peek?
No, she'll wake up if I go in. Let her sleep. I could be back by midnight if we hurry. Let's just go.
I dreamed the church bells were tolling my death. How someone was stuffing my throat and nostrils with cotton padding. I couldn't breathe. My limbs were bound to the bed. I tried to scream, but I couldn't. I started to spin. The bed was spinning. The whole room was spinning like a whirlpool, ever narrowing, until finally it was as thin as the sound of a bell.
Oh, Dr. Rupert.
I just got your message. Been out all day. How is she?
She seems quite well. I guess my call was a little hasty.
What happened?
Fell off a horse.
That girl, always something. It's been that way as long as I've known her. So she thought she was strong enough to go riding. Maybe that's my fault.
It was the horse's fault.
Well, I'll go up and have a look.
She's sleeping.
Oh, well, that's always good medicine. Going someplace?
Business appointment.
Oh. Well, good night. What was that crash?
That came from Vanjie's room. There's something wrong.
It was darkness, flashing lights, changing colors, shifting designs, noises that are somehow recognizable as human voices.
Angie, another blanket.
He tried to kill her.
Always a danger of pneumonia.
He's a murderer. Listen to me. I know. He's a murderer.
Angie, lots of coffee. More coffee.
Kill her.
Blanket.
Murder.
Coffee.
Murder.
Vanjie.
Murder.
Vanjie. Vanjie.
Harry.
Vanjie.
Oh, Harry.
Good morning, Angel.
Oh, Harry.
It's been a tough night, but you came through it as good as new. Last night I wanted to shoot myself. It's all my fault, Vanjie.
No, it's not. Don't say that.
I thought I connected the heater fine, but something must have happened. Maybe I kicked the pipe, I don't know.
Harry.
Vanjie, listen to me before they come back in. They may say things about me. Your aunt's got some weird ideas about what happened. Don't listen to them, Vanjie. Don't listen to them.
I won't, Harry.
I love you, Angel. That's all that matters, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, that's all that matters.
Well, what's wrong?
Nothing, Harry.
You don't believe me.
I do, Harry. I do believe you love me, but that is, I want to believe you. I want to more than anything else in the world.
You've got to.
I will.
Are we up, or are we going to sleep some more?
She's up, Dr. Rupert.
There's a lucky girl. What a fine room for such an accident. Big and drafty.
My poor Pookie, my poor Pookie.
I'm sorry, Aunt Martha.
It's too bad you didn't knock over the bed table sooner. But then it was soon enough, thank heaven. You should get some sleep, Mr. Newton.
I'll settle for a cup of coffee. And as for you, Angel, no more trouble while I'm gone.
No.
You must reassure him, Vanjie. He's eaten with remorse.
Disappointment, you mean?
He considers the accident his fault.
Accident? You keep calling it an accident.
Your Auntie Vanjie is very disturbed and full of wild theories.
There's no need to theorize.
Oh?
Oh, the blame is all mine. I got up to get some water, yes. The sleeping pill made me groggy. I must have stumbled on the gas hose and pulled it out without realizing it. I'm always doing things like that.
Yes, you are, as long as I've known you. You know, there are those of us who go through life with a predisposition toward having accidents. We actually will them to happen. We, who are thus disposed, live closer to the edge of time than others. We walk in front of moving cars.
We fall from high places.
We are bitten by snakes and sucked in by riptides. If there's poison oak, we will find it. If there are live wires, we will touch them. We are wedded to calamity.
We are indeed. Wedded to calamity indeed. You may discount the other nonsense and be sure of the last.
Wedded to calamity. No, I mustn't listen to such things. I mustn't think such things. How could I? When I saw the genuine concern, the fright in his face, when I heard the love in his voice. In those days when I lay resting from my narrow escape, he was sweet enough to convince me I wasn't alone. Not really. Not even when he was away in San Francisco on business. Hello? Oh, darling, I've missed you. San Francisco might as well be on the other side of the world. Oh, no, darling, come home tonight. Well, then try to. Oh, please, Harry. What? Unto eternity. Oh, yes, darling. Yes, I love you to eternity. Yes, darling. Yes. Goodbye. But suddenly, I was feeling alone again. Unto eternity, it said. But what did he mean? Eternity? The word made me shudder. Hello?
Hello, Vanjie. Well, you don't seem to recognize me. I'm Lenny Walden.
Oh.
Grace's friend.
Oh, yes, of course. Won't you come in?
Thanks. Grace isn't here?
Oh, well, no.
I didn't really expect her to be. I just thought that...
You two haven't quarreled, have you?
No. Well, yes, I guess so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it was my fault. I'm jealous. I'm in love with Grace, you know.
I know.
Well, I won't bother you anymore with my problems.
Do you care to tell me just what or who you're jealous of?
I'd rather not.
Well, then may I guess? You're jealous of my husband. Well, don't be. My husband is very much in love with me. If anything, he merely tolerates the way Grace tags along after him and putters in real estate.
I guess you're right, Mrs. Newton. It's just that when I saw them dancing...
Dancing?
Well, Grace didn't even tell me she was in town. Somebody saw them at the bandbox and called me. I guess I was steamed up and anxious to jump at conclusions. I'm an idiot.
Not at all. Just a little hasty.
I've got to hand it to you, Vanjie. You're a lot more broad-minded than I am. I envy you.
Envy me? envy me when I was so alone and frightened. When he'd gone, I went upstairs to our room. Frantically, I looked through his luggage, went through his clothes, searching for some clue to the man I married. But there was none. Nothing. And I had to know. Now I had to know.
Long distance.
Give me the Hotel Grosvenor in San Francisco.
Thank you.
I had to know. I had to talk to him, ask him to come home, or go to him, anything.
Grosvenor.
Mr. Newton, please. Room 724.
One moment. Hello? Hello? Who is this?
It was Grace's voice, without the slightest doubt. I ran out to my car. Grace had answered that telephone in Harry's room. And I knew. Now I was sure of it all. Harry had killed Susie. Whether it had been suicide or murder, he'd killed her. And in the same way, he would kill me.
Hey, look at that. That car better slow down for that turn. Hey, look!
You see, the sequence of events comes to full circle. It started with an automobile accident. Was it going to end with another one? At least this was one they couldn't blame on Harry Newton. Vanjie simply drove too fast, tried to take a shortcut to San Francisco through a tree, rushing to her husband. In the end, he had to rush to the emergency hospital to her. But she was all right.
The indestructible Vanjie. The perennial accident case, always smelling of antiseptics and painted with iodine. I lay there between hospital sheets, pretending that the hypodermic needle had put me to sleep. But I was listening to Dr. Rupert as he talked to Harry and Aunt Martha.
The night of your wife's first unfortunate experience, I had a vague suspicion that the circumstances were not entirely accidental.
What do you mean?
Vanjie has twice tried to take her own life.
I don't believe it.
It's true. For people like Vanjie, it is sometimes harder to find the dividing point between accident and suicide. There's a certain will to die, a subconscious compulsion which invites disaster.
It's nonsense.
Go on.
In the matter of the gas heater, Vanjie said herself she pulled the flexible pipe by accident. Was that accident or intention?
I don't believe she ever did it. It was he who really pulled the cord.
No, I think it was Vanjie. She invited disaster again tonight, driving a car off the road at high speed. Was it accident, or did she suddenly cease to care whether the car made that curve or not?
Or did somebody tamper with the steering wheel on her car?
You'd better stop that, Andy.
Please, Martha. You'll know, too, that the tendency seems to run in her family. Her father stepped in front of a moving car.
And how do we know even that?
And Susie leaped to her death off a cliff.
Or was pushed.
Times Vanjie was drawn to self-destruction were times of mental depression. We've got to work to save her.
I'll do anything, Doctor. Anything you say.
There'll be a lot for you to do. First of all,
You have it all figured out, haven't you, Dr. Rupert?
rest is the best.
And you're right, of course. Except for that about mental depressions. That's not what causes it. Oh, it's the fear. Fear of being alone, of not being loved by Harry Newton. I heard what he said. He'd do anything. But he didn't fool me. I know he wants Grace. I'm in his way. I know. They're gone now. Oh, it's stifling in here. So close. I must have some air. There. That's better. Now, there was a little razor-sharp blade here a little while ago. They used it to make a blood test. Oh, but it's gone. No matter. In the laboratory, just off my room, there'll be a drinking glass. If I can break that without too much noise. Glass cuts. Yes. Glass
What's happened?
Mrs. Newton, she's gone out that window.
Well, stop her! Stop her! She can't have gone far. Notify the highway patrol and tell Mr. Newton.
Yes, Doctor.
We've got to find her to protect her from herself.
And from him.
What?
Don't you see? You've given Harry Newton the soundest alibi in the world. Your assurance that Vanjie is bent on suicide.
Oh, what did Aunt Martha mean by that? The soundest alibi. Oh, no matter. I pressed close to the bathroom wall with one shoulder tucked in the corner. They didn't think to look there. Oh, but someone was bound too soon. Bella Vista. That was it. If I was going to die, I wanted to go home to die. I waited till my room was empty again, and then I went to the open window. If I could get to my car. Yes, home. Yes, it was right. It was right to come home. It was going on morning, but it was still dark. The house was pitch black. I went inside. There was a telephone. A stray ray of moonlight shone in it. I could see it plainly. And I remembered unto eternity.
To have and to hold until death do us part. With this ring I thee wed. This ring and 3 passes at a crap table.
I went upstairs. My room was cold and dark. One of his shirts was still on the floor where I'd thrown it in my frantic search of his things. It was a sports shirt. He'd said he wouldn't need a sports shirt in San Francisco. I hung it up in the closet. The room was in order otherwise. There was water by my bed and the sleeping pills. I emptied the bottle into my hand and counted them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough. I said it aloud. The words boomed in the silence. Such silence. Not a sound. Not even the stirring of Pookie in her cage. I looked toward the empty cage and shuddered in the sudden chill. Yes, there was the gas heater close by. I crossed over to it quickly, kneeled down, and turned on the gas.
Get a blanket.
It's murder.
Coffee. More coffee.
Kill her.
Danger. Blanket.
Murder. Kill her.
I held the match to the heater and watched it flare up warm and alive. I was beginning to enjoy my borrowed time. That was Harry. Suddenly, in a burst of panic, I knew what Aunt Martha had meant. Dr. Rupert had given him the soundest alibi in the world. The assurance I was going to commit suicide. He'd come to make sure I didn't change my mind. It was dark. He could barely make out the shadowy bulk of him as he looked at the car I'd come in. Then he entered the house, walking fast.
Vanjie. Vanjie, I know you're here. Vanjie.
I had to have time to think. I had to think out what it all meant.
Vanjie, come here. I want to talk to you.
Oh, but I couldn't think. The sound of his voice frightened me. All at once I felt terribly depressed. The boat was sinking. The sides were caving in. All I wanted was to get off. I slipped down the stairs, outside, through the rose garden, to the tea house. The night was turning milky. Vision was lengthening by the moment. I couldn't see the surf directly below me, but I could hear it. I thought of Susie, and I leaned on the rail above the retaining wall. And then I heard his footsteps. Approaching. Through the rose garden. Through the morning mist.
Good morning, Angel. Not talking this morning, Mrs. Newton? I can't see you, but I know you're there.
Don't come any closer.
Is your hand on the rail, Angel? Are you poised and ready? Or are you hoping for a reprieve? Something I'll say that will turn despair to ecstasy.
Don't come any closer, Harry. I mean it. I'll jump.
And what's holding you back? A thread? A lingering hope?
Yes.
That I love you?
Yes.
That I don't love Grace?
Yes.
So that's it.
You know it is. Harry,
What?
have you come to kill me?
No.
You have a perfect alibi. Dr. Rupert said I was a potential suicide.
I know.
If you push me off under the rocks below, as you pushed Susie, because you were through with her, it'll be just as perfect a crime, an obvious suicide.
Whit Burkhardt's wife spoke to you.
Yes,
She could have been lying.
I know.
And you called my hotel last night, didn't you? And when Grace answered, you hung up. I figured that out and called you back with a beautiful explanation ready. That I'd gotten Lenny Walden and Grace together to patch up their differences.
You're lying, Harry.
If you think so, why don't you jump?
I will. I won't let you push me.
I'm not going to push you.
How do I know?
You don't. The act and the proof are both one. If I push you, I must want you dead. If I don't push you, I must want you alive. Isn't that so?
Yes.
You have to stand there and wait for the proof.
Harry, don't!
Jump if you want to, but I assure you, Vanjie, the proof is worth the anguish. This is it. Irene Burkhardt was lying or she wasn't lying. I killed Susie or I didn't. I want you or I don't want you. Total proof. Clear, concise, and quick.
Harry! Harry! Don't! If you come any closer, I'll jump!
Darling. Darling, I've got to help you. That's all that matters. Everything I said was true, and it's easily proved.
This is all the proof a woman would want.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
Hold me, Harry.
I will.
Our grateful thanks to Robert Ryan and Ruth Warwick. You gave us the excellent performances we expected from an actress whose talent and versatility we've applauded many times before, and from an actor whose outstanding work in Crossfire has deservedly won him an Academy Award nomination. Next week, for Suspense, we have selected the story of a successful young man whose gifts are many. He is handsome in youth, charming, and intelligent. He is a poet of considerable ability, and his fame is far-reaching. Beauty and comfort attend his everyday pattern of living. But over him reigns an element ominous and unseen, an element we call suspense. Next week, then, The House by the River.
Mr. Montgomery may currently be seen in the Universal International production Ride the Pink Horse. Mr. Ryan may soon be seen in the RKO production Berlin Express. Miss Warwick's current picture is 20th Century Fox's Daisy Kenyon. Beyond Reason, an original story by Devery Freeman, was edited and directed by Anton M. Leader. Lud Gluskin is our musical director and conductor, and Lucien Morawek composes the original scores. Next week, hear The House by the River on radio's outstanding theater of thrills, 1 hour of
Suspense.